Live 105.3. J.D. Ryan is here. Eddie Boyd, Dan O'Malley, Edward Newton, Gail Lightfoot. And a temporary visit by Dan Lewis. Why would he just throw out of nowhere last night? Do you guys want me back full time?
I don't know. He felt like he had us alone in the back room. I just want to ask.
That's not the time to ask.
I know.
Give it a few weeks.
I know.
See how I feel. See how things play out. You want me back full time? I don't know.
Very awkward moment.
No way. Here's an edict for the next 2.5 weeks. No one leave me alone with him.
Okay.
Thank you. I mean,
I understand.
Because he's following me around the station. As soon as we're off the air, every room I go into, I know he wants to get me. No one leave me alone with him.
Nobody will.
Thank you. I know he wants to get me off in a corner and clear the air or do something.
Right.
The air is clear. I don't want to talk about it.
I thought he understood that after the Brumley funeral thing.
I don't think he did. Tries to talk business with me at the end of the Brumley's funeral. Hey, you've got no room to talk. You're getting hand action out in the parking lot.
I wasn't bugging you. I wasn't.
All right. Fair enough.
Thank you.
But I walked up on it. You're right. It's right. It's not like you follow me to the car, having Joy give you some hand action. Let me ask you something.
Talk about the show. Funny little pastor, yeah?
All right. Yes, Jeffrey?
Liz Wild show last night. They were talking about JD and some oral rumor. Can you address it?
I don't know what it is. Are you talking about the Brumley's funeral?
No, they were saying something last night about JD Ryan and something about him being caught giving oral sex somewhere. It was on the Liz Wild show. And
well, that doesn't mean any... You're going to have to tell me more than that.
Well, Liz was panicking about what... They had somebody saying that they saw him giving oral to another person.
I've heard you say that 3 times. I don't know anything else about it.
Okay.
All right.
I got an email about it.
Well, what is it? What is it?
Mickey came on and said he had a reliable source, an unnamed former hockey defenseman, that saw you giving oral to Craig Ludwig at the bar, the Big Apple. Liz quickly stopped him from going further. It was just before 11 o'clock. You want to get the tapes.
This is Mickey from the Liz Wild Show?
Correct.
Why would he say that?
I have no clue.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Mickey knows better.
You would think.
Well, I guess get a copy of the show.
I've got it ordered.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Did you ask anybody about it?
I just told Gavin, my lawyer, needs to hear it.
I'm sorry.
My lawyer needed to hear it. That's that's slander.
Oh, you did not.
Sorry.
Your lawyer needs to hear it.
And he said it about Craig Ludwig, too.
Craig who?
Ludwig.
Try it again.
Ludwig.
All right, there you go.
Luddy. I'm just letting Luddy take care of him.
It's almost like the D is silent.
You mean with JD?
Yeah.
It is.
No, it's not. That is from Canada. All right, so you're not serious.
Why wouldn't I be? Counselor?
Well, I mean, it seems awfully petty on your part.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, wait a minute. Who was giving? Were you giving it to Luddy?
How about I was giving it to Luddy, of course.
Well, he's cute.
He's a professional athlete.
Not the point.
Actually, it was in a bar.
He's muscular. He still works out. He's cute. What are you mad about?
It's not like I said it was Tassos.
Yeah, you're right. I should let it go.
Yeah. You get you some Luddy Putty. Thank you.
No Luddy Putty.
You did not. You're not thinking about doing anything about this.
Okay.
Are you really?
I've really been told not to talk too much about it.
Who told you that?
My attorney.
Who's your attorney?
I was told not to talk about it.
You ain't talked to nobody.
You don't know
if you're gonna fake it a little bit better. Your attorney's sitting right here.
Well, but he's not really this kind of attorney, are you? Can you help me with this?
No.
Yeah, Everett does criminal. This is civil.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
You could probably tell his name. I think that would be okay.
He ain't got no attorney. You think he's going to pay somebody cash?
Well, I've been talking to my attorney. I can't say who he is.
Well, we won't be suing just Mickey. We absolutely have to come back by who's got the cash, which is CBS. Infinity. It was broadcast.
It's not even a good bid.
Okay.
Good God, man. They got nothing else going for them. Leave them alone.
Okay.
You do it?
Shut up. Why'd you call Luddy and ask him?
I didn't hear a no.
I say we just turn Luddy loose on Mickey. Where is Mickey?
Oh, you're right. Where is he? I don't know where he is.
Sherlock's Pub.
Thank you, Eddie. Way to go, news director.
You got it.
That's in Mid-Cities, right?
I do so.
Luddy lives out there. Just send him out to that trailer one night. Mickey's going to be in the trailer till it's full of groceries, right? Perfect. Tell Luddy where he is.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be well received.
No doubt.
Luddy will finish up with him. Mickey will be able to give oral to himself. I ain't buying it till I hear it. It's either a host job, you guys are setting me up, or there's, you know how things get twisted.
Sam, their producer, admitted that it aired. They tried to dump some of it, but he admitted that it aired.
So Liz is having to hit the dump on their own people?
Yes.
People that work on that show,
yes.
They can't even control them, and they got to hit the delay.
Mm-hmm. Don't look at me.
Say anything. All right. Well, how long before we get the tape?
About 10 minutes.
Okay. Are you tired?
No, quit asking me that.
You look tired.
I'm not tired.
Do I look tired?
You do look tired.
Do I look tired?
You sound tired, too. You having problems with Joy?
No.
Maybe somebody else will die and you get another hand job.
No. Don't. Die.
I still can't believe you're getting hand action at the end of Brumley's funeral.
So? I wasn't bothering anybody. What's the difference?
It's just in the parking lot after the memorial.
What about death is erotic to you?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Obviously something is.
We were bored. We were waiting on everybody.
So you're sitting in the funeral. At what point did you get
It's not
a
in
boner?
the funeral. It was in the
Yeah, this was afterwards, but Everett's right. At what point during the service did you pop it?
Never. Not during the service.
God, Brumley wasn't there.
Why?
I don't know.
Anyway, we have B12 shots coming up today, as well as testosterone shots. So if my energy is low, that'll help me.
Oh, okay. Oh, Fetner's coming?
Yes.
Oh, good. I need to get a blood test. It's time for another HIV.
Is it?
I'm ready to start poking some poon. Mm-hmm. The holidays. Swamp blood. What's the use of having a vasectomy if you don't use it?
Sure.
Well, you're not going to slip up.
Well, I know, but every time I have sex, I always use a condom. I want to meet somebody. I want to date for a while. I want to swap blood tests. I want to pound it. We're going to get too old.
Too old. You're 43.
I know. That's 7 years away from 50. 50. At 50, you can join the NAACP.
AARP.
What is that?
And the retired people.
I thought they all were.
No. No. Can't. No.
Thanks for the setup.
Anytime.
Go ahead, Mark.
Hey, Russ, excuse the background noise. I got a question. With Tassos out for a few weeks, can you wait Dan Lewis and shock the heck out of him on Thursdays?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
carry on the deal.
Yeah, thanks. All right, we'll weigh Dan Friday, and if he hasn't lost 2 pounds, of course, we don't have a weight to start with.
No.
He's screwed already.
Dandy. All right, how did the beginning of the show go today when Dan got here?
Oh, fine.
No problems.
No.
I need to know real stuff because I really got to make a decision in about 2.5 weeks. We're going to keep Dan around or not.
He sent me some links to news articles today. He did something for Eddie when he first got here.
What did he do for you, Eddie?
We were just working on the show openers and stuff.
Okay. The produce stuff?
Yes.
Got it.
We're going to stay late tonight. I'm going to teach him more about the little editing system we have in the back production room.
Dan Lewis doesn't know how to edit?
He said it's been a while. He just wants a refresher.
He don't know how to edit.
Well, he did some with his own show, I think.
He did?
I believe.
Don't let him edit.
Okay.
Yeah, if you think he can do it, let him do it. Like I've said before, the more you know, the more valuable you are. Mm-hmm. So if you F up here, maybe you can do this over here. I forgot about this one. Yeah, Tony?
Hey, Russ. Did Dan ever pay you back for Three Forks?
No, he didn't. Does anybody remember what I said I paid? The 3 bills? 4?
4. I think it was almost 4.
Yeah.
With the tip, it was almost 4.
Yes. Thank you, Tony. I forgot about that. Write that down. Okay. So I don't forget. I want my money back. All right. All right. So nothing else I need to know?
Not that I'm aware of. Everything went smoothly.
So O'Malley okay with stuff?
O'Malley's doing great. Everybody's still up to speed.
All right.
The only difference was Tassos was doing some editing, and now we'll have Dan do it.
Okay. Good. So you guys, you and Eddie off the air are okay?
I'm totally fine.
Eddie?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what's the story on that little short sales guy, the cute one? Is he going to come up in his underwear?
I've got 2 different stories from him. First, no, and then he decided that he would, and then he decided that he wouldn't again, and then he decided that he would. So, I mean, and then...
Have you seen him ever?
No, what's
he's what, about 5'2"? And he's cute.
Like a spokes midget.
No. Oh. I just want you to know, Everett, that Eddie's about to laugh, not because it was funny, because it was absurd. Just so you don't get the wrong idea.
Say what you will.
When he's done laughing, you ask him.
What's he going to say?
He's got it. It was stupid, right? See? Thank you. Anyway, he's about this tall, and he can model.
Yeah.
But he's just,
really?
He's short. He's cute. We want to see him in his underwear.
No, we don't. He won't.
I bet he will.
He said he wouldn't. First he said he would because he thought it was a joke.
It's not a joke. Get him in here in his underwear, and he can plug any client that he wants. He can talk about his clients as long as he's in here in his underwear. I want to squeeze it.
No. Where did this come from?
I don't know.
This just started yesterday. Everybody suddenly says he's cute. I want to squeeze it.
And what's this we stuff? Because you're the only person I hear that wants to see this man in his underwear.
No, I think we all want to see it. Nobody else is big enough to admit it. I'll admit it. I want to see him in his underwear. See, it's a little flap. Let me squeeze it.
No.
We'll squeeze the good part.
No.
Talk to me.
No.
Oh, solo people.
Don't you do that.
So he's coming up or not?
I can call him back and find out if he's still... He said he would, but he sounded...
What's he worried about?
He believes that his clients will think ill of him.
He got no clients.
He will if he comes up and does it.
Yeah, he'll have plenty. Mm-hmm. I just want to see how far you can push the sales department.
See what they'll do.
Yeah. After Gribbin coming in here and pitching some golf thing, had to stare at my ding-dong the whole time. Is anything painful?
Yeah.
I want him to suffer. It's only fair. It's got to really suck, though, being that good looking and only being like 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Because, chicks can overlook a lot of stuff, but I don't think they can overlook height.
Most of the time they don't. From surveys and such that I've read.
Yeah.
Find him a hot, shorter chick, maybe.
Yeah. I still think shorter chicks still like taller guys so they feel safe.
Yeah.
But he looks like he's, 17?
Yeah, it's really young.
He's cute.
All right.
He's even here in his underwear.
He's cute. He's not coming in.
He might.
He won't.
Get him in his little spideys.
No.
Squeeze it.
Doesn't. Spideys.
All right. So is everybody going to the Christmas party?
Everyone, I believe Eddie's not going.
Eddie, you're not going to go?
I thought it was next week. I didn't know it was tomorrow.
It is tomorrow, right?
Correct.
All right. How come you can't go? Babysitter?
Yeah, babysitter. Just hadn't planned around it. Other kids and stuff.
All right. Everett, you going to go?
I don't know. I just found out about it right before the show, and I've got a really hectic day tomorrow, so I'll make it if I can. Where is it? DFW Airport?
Yeah, let's not say where, so a bunch of goobs don't show.
Oh, no, I just mentioned the airport, but not the locale.
You have band practice tomorrow, don't you?
Yes.
Don't you have a gig coming up?
Yeah, Saturday night.
This Saturday?
This Saturday night, we're playing Curtain Club. 1 o'clock. So
in the morning?
Stay up late. We're closing the place down.
How the hell did you get stuck with 1 o'clock?
That's a great slot.
That blows.
No, it really doesn't, because it's in the middle. It's a big music festival that's going on down there, so there are going to be a bunch of people running around. Lots of bands. It's prime. It really is.
All right.
Deep Ellum.
You know better than me. I don't think I'll be able to make it.
Oh, come on. I know how much you like to go out and stay up late.
Maybe if I could get Brad to go, the little short sales guy.
No, he's not going out with you. He will not.
He might if you got a limo.
No.
Yeah. And like I said before, since he's under like 5'5", it ain't queer if you touch it.
It is still queer.
No, it's not.
Yes,
because it's light touching it.
No, it's not.
Anything over 5'3" ain't queer.
It's like
or under 5'3" ain't queer. Yeah, it's like a carnival.
He's still got a thing, though. That's easy. No.
All right. I got 2 more Dan songs you want to hear.
Oh, please. Yes. Absolutely.
You missed the one from yesterday, Everett.
I did, but I'm hopeful.
The edited down version is the promo. It's not the whole thing.
I don't know. Is it worth doing again?
Yes.
Yes.
I haven't heard it.
All right, I'll do this one, then I'll do a new one.
Okay.
It's like in a concert. There's something off my new album. But first, here's an oldie.
Very good. Stranglehold.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Monday morning, you lie in the dark. Head in the oven, can't get no spark. Hey, 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 it's another Dan day. No need to get dressed, nowhere to go. Head to your front porch, time for a show. Hey, 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 it's another Dan day. Hi, 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 beautiful Monday. For you, it's just another Sunday. When you hear Laura say that she loves you, oh my, she means if you'd die. Birds won't sing, they spit on your feet. Coloreds like you, they feel so elite. Hey, 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 it's another Dan day. Life is a cervical smear. Now you pick up pennies for queers. Hey, 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 it's another Dan day. That just goes on.
Very nice.
What key is that song?
Couldn't tell you.
All right. It's not mine, whatever it is. I have a key, and I just don't know what it is.
That wasn't it.
That's pretty close.
No.
Yeah.
The Love Grows song?
Yeah.
Whatever that one is, that's close to my key.
Okay.
I can find out if you have a guitar here?
You have in the office.
If you really want to know, I can find out on the break.
Okay. And let's see. Really shouldn't do these all at once. I should spread them out.
Those are new ones.
Yeah. I can't stand it.
Okay.
You know, Dan's been gone so long, I didn't realize. I got a few emails last night. People don't know who he is.
Yeah, some people. It's true.
I just thought that was weird. I never even thought that nobody would know who Dan Lewis was and that he produced the show. He was only gone for a year.
Yeah.
There's a fellow at Six Flags named Lewis.
Yeah. Any relation? All right, let me see. Which one I want to do? No, I'll finish with that one. Okay. Yeah. Dan's on the corner by the traffic light. Even the blacks think he's a blight. They drive on by without even dropping a bone. It's back to the bus station. Dan's got his knee pads on. I'm not done.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get ahead of you on that one, but you threw me a curve. That was good.
What'd you think I was
I thought Dad was going to go out of town or going to, I didn't know what.
Oh, got it.
Knee pad.
Let me see where I'll leave off. Okay.
Got his old stall back, Glory Hole Boutique. Here comes a dingus to take a leak. He sticks his tongue through, hoping to tempt that bone. Making lunch money, Dan's got his knee pads on.
That's all I got.
Very nice.
Here's the last one for today.
Oh.
Whatever that key was, that ain't mine either.
Okay.
Here we go.
That black guy that's pissed off?
Oh, good. Finally.
All right, make it quick, Ike.
Hey, Russ, don't start that crap today with all the color jokes.
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, you did. I heard it last night, too, when you was talking about the tequila bottle with the little colored fellow on it and all that. You gonna stop all that, Russ?
What about the guy in the tequila bottle?
Yeah, the bottle you gave away last night when you was throwing everything in the gift set you was giving away.
Yeah, it's a black guy on a bicycle.
You see, you liked that. You thought that was cute. Now you're talking about Dan.
It is cute. That ain't his bicycle.
And all that. And then the NAACP joke, I didn't think that was cute either.
I'm surprised you got it.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm done for the day, Ike.
Love your show.
Thank you, sir. Why do you black people take this?
You get them on the phone, they're mad, and then they end up laughing.
Yeah.
You're funny.
If somebody throws out a line, even the blacks think he's a plight. That would piss me off.
It's funny the first way I wrote it.
Man, I don't even want to know.
All right, we're going to leave off. Here we go.
I haven't done anything yet. What's the matter with you people?
Music kicked in. And sorry.
You have no idea what I'm going to do.
No, no.
You're going to need a stereo for this one.
Yeah.
You're laughing about the time I use this for Alexa.
Yes.
All right.
Where this is going.
All right.
I got to start again.
You wanted off this ride. Your talent just couldn't break through. I really tried talking to you. It's so sad that you left all of us to do a show and be an F up. But now that it's all been said and done, I gotta know, and you're the one. Did you believe you didn't suck? Man, it's like donkey ducks. Were you bagging paint and on the drum? Did you believe What is it about that, guy?
I don't know. Quite entertaining. Oh, God. All I have so far is
whatever.
That's all you need.
Is it the special effects that you're laughing at?
It's the whole thing. Just
all right.
Cumulative effect.
Okay. You listen on the mono radio. You don't get the full effect. No. I apologize. All right. I've blown my load for the day. I don't have anything else to do. I'll do them later. We need a break? Is it a heavy day?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, let me take this really quick and then we'll break. Yes, Renee?
What's up, buddy? I was just wondering if you had seen the article in the Dallas Observer about the penis and Quincy Carter video thing.
No.
They give your website at the end, too. And I was just wondering if you read about it. It's pretty funny.
What does it say?
It talks about how Dale Hansen says he didn't know about it and that he thought it wasn't very funny. And his comment was, oh, well, maybe we should have slow-moed it. And
it was slow-moed.
Yeah, that's exactly what the guy said. It says, hell, we did slow-mo it, Dale. And it's funny. And it talks about how how Bulow wrote y'all a letter and how it just gives...
Oh, does it really?
Yeah, I know.
Do we have, is it this week's or last week's Observer?
I just picked it up today at the Best Buy, and it's November 27th through December 3rd, so it's...
Do we have that one, Dan? You go fetch it for me?
It's on page 17.
All right. Thank you, Renee.
No problem.
All right. Did I talk to you about any of that, Everett?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. Well, you know that I posted the Channel 8 ding-dong footage.
Oh, right. In the email. Yeah.
Yeah, the email that came from Channel 8 that said, you're in copyright violation.
I did know about that. But I didn't know about the letter.
Yeah. Thank you, Daniel Lewis.
You're welcome.
He don't look happy.
Mm-mm.
Not at him.
I can't imagine. Maybe you don't know he sucked. He sucks.
All right, full frontal. Myths disproven. Dale Hansen understands why you laughed. He did too. Oh, sure, he wasn't thrilled a reporter from the Dallas Cowboys lost that a report after the Dallas Cowboys lost to the New England Patriots contained some unexpected images. But the WFAA TV Channel 8 sports director knows a good crank joke when he sees one. I'm sure management doesn't see the humor in it, Hansen says. It is the swinging black penis that accidentally showed up in the background. The Channel 8 report that ran several other times on the cable news network TXCN. And Hansen knows that a big swinging one in the background makes for a hilarious video, especially since he and everyone in Dallas has seen it multiple times, thanks to the internet. I'm still at a loss to how it happened. Well, nobody was paying attention. Right. That's how it happened. I still find it extremely hard to believe that everybody missed it. And they slowed it down.
Yeah.
You always check the background to see what's going on.
Yeah, and it wasn't just one person that missed it.
Yeah, let me see how it happened. Noting that he, the photographer, the editor, the director, and all the anchors watching it didn't notice the man meat upon first viewing. No one knew anything about it until it got on the internet. What if we were the first to post it?
Very, very possibly.
I wouldn't be surprised, especially given that the web address is at the bottom.
To answer everyone's questions, no one lost his or her job over this. Well, how could you not? That was blatant. It was just laziness. Nobody checked anything. You got a ding dong in the background and you slow mo the footage at least 50%.
Yeah.
You're in a locker room with naked guys. You'd think you'd make sure the background is clear so I don't accidentally see a naked black feller.
Yes.
While I'm having dinner.
You're correct.
It's cute.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's small. So.
This one is barely pigging. To answer everyone's questions, no one lost his job. And no, even though he can laugh about it, he isn't proud of it. I don't want to be known as the crank sports guy, he says, understanding that the obvious joke is too late. Meanwhile, if you haven't seen the offending, unbelievable
unbelievably awesome clip. You can find links to it under the video section of russmartin.com, along with an entertaining email from a Below suit who doesn't share Hanson's or full frontal sense of humor. Eric Celeste was the guy that wrote the story. Yeah, I just took it off and put links up to whoever else had it on.
Yeah. Right. It's pretty hard to police the internet with something like that.
Well, and you know what? The only time I've heard from Channel 8 about anything is to take that off the website.
Right.
Not thanks for having talking about Alexa, that Greek chick on the lunch news.
Right.
Not for having Janet St. James on here.
Several times.
Brad Watson.
Mm-hmm.
Who? Dr. David Winter.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was following Channel 5 in the 10 o'clock news, I damn sure would take all the free radio I can get. So instead of getting a thank you, it's take this off your website. Yeah. You're in copyright violation. Fine.
Never mind that they broadcast it themselves. I mean, that's how you got a hold of it to begin with.
Yeah, and it's not like I put it on there and didn't courtesy them for where it came from. It's got Channel 8 all over it. I didn't steal it.
No.
So, as much as I like Janet and everybody else over there, no more free radio. You want it on this station? Buy it. That's the way you say thank you.
I agree.
Nothing from a news director. Dan O'Malley called over there one day to get audio from the news director. Who was it you talked to over there?
David Deutsch is the news director.
Okay. We wanted to get the audio when Kevin McCarthy was on that Friday. They had the hostage situation. Yep. And Dolt is telling the news anchors about his relaxing trip in Mexico and some appearance he's got coming up during a hostage situation.
And my wife, who's a professional photographer,
we were able to sneak up on the FBI guys because we had on tennis shoes.
That's so funny.
And funny enough, we had just come back from a relaxing trip in Mexico, getting ready for an appearance I have tomorrow, not even named where it was.
Oh, yeah. Celebrity something or another.
Yeah. And what did they say when they called back?
Mr. Deutsch said that he was aware of the clip and he was not prepared to release it at this time.
Didn't say anything else. Sorry, I can't help you. Can't tell you where to get it. Nothing. Thanks for all the free radio. None of that.
Nope.
See?
Yeah.
Fine. Your loss.
Definitely.
We'll start pumping Channel 5 now. Who do we like over there? Scott Chesner?
Yeah, for now. He's leaving January 9th.
That's for sure?
That's for sure.
That's stupid.
That's for sure.
Where's he going?
His contract is not being renewed by Channel 5 after January 9th.
He got too sexy for
after
him.
23 years.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? A lot of times you get new program directors. I don't know the situation over there. I don't really care. But a lot of times you get new people into management and they don't understand equity in a market. Scott Chesner, people know the name. They know that he tutored under Harold Taft.
Mm-hmm.
Most people know that name. They come, it's like Tom Sure. He came in from Houston, wanted to start screwing around with my show. Forget the fact that we'd already taken a show that was left for dead after Stern left. We'd already taken it back to number one. Forget all that happened. As far as he was concerned, the show had no equity, and he was going to pee all over it.
Incredible.
And most of the time, those people end up in some smaller market later on. Tom Sure, he's in Nashville now. Turd. Well, wherever Scott goes in this market, we'll promote.
Yeah, we should call the people over at TXCN. They're our buddies, aren't they? See if we can get them a job over there. Don't we know somebody over there?
Yeah, they hire funky-looking people anyway.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Everybody except for Jolene DeVito over at TXCN.
Yes.
Everybody over there is weird-looking. There's that black chick with the great big eyeballs.
It's not weird-looking.
Scott Chesner?
All right. Be nice. Be nice.
I've been nice to him.
I know you have.
He would fit right in over there. Every time I watch TXCN, I almost feel like I should have a ticket.
Okay.
They got some Italian-looking guy over there. He's got hair. You could just tell if he didn't shave, he would have hair everywhere. And he's got like 2 throw rugs for eyebrows.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't?
I don't get cable 38 where I live.
Let me pull up their website really quick. Or just pull it up over there. It's txcn.com.
Okay.
Jolene DeVito's the only cute one over there. And she's pregnant again. She's going to screw up that body. TXCN on TV. Is that the one? Yeah. Click on the thing that says TXCN on TV. They're all freaky looking. And there's that chick with the great big eyeballs. I don't like to watch her read news. It always scares me. Does. First time I saw her, she was on Weekends on Channel 8. And I had the sound down and I walked by the TV and I saw her reading something. I ran over to the TV to turn it up. What?
Yeah, there's everybody.
See?
Yeah.
Don't you feel like you should smell cotton candy in the background?
No. Really? No.
You can almost hear the carnival barker.
Yeah, Jolene's the only one that's hot. I wish she'd stop getting pregnant.
Yeah.
Somebody said she's pregnant again and really big, so they're only shooting her from the waist up. Look at that picture. She's a little hottie.
I know.
Her husband's name is Russ. Perfect. It is.
I know.
God, I'm all horny now. Where's that sales guy?
Coming up.
He might.
He said he wasn't. Once he found out you were serious.
Little bitty underwear on him. Have somebody fluff him in the hall.
No.
I don't want to be disappointed.
I understand.
So we need a break?
Please.
Oh, all right. We'll be back. Okay.
The Russ Martin Show.
Get out of nowhere. You guys want me back full time?
I know.
Not back on the show 4 hours and wants me to make a decision. If I were him, this is just me. If I was Dan Lewis and I was given the second chance. It's really kind of the third chance, isn't it?
Yes.
Given this chance, I would be the best person I could be for just all he's got to do is make it through the Christmas holidays. That's when I'll make a decision on whether we can use him again or not. I would make it through the 3 weeks without any problem, do the best job I could do, don't ask me any stupid questions, and just fake me out for 3 weeks, and that way I'd buy it and go, yeah, things went well for 3 weeks. We want Dan back.
Yeah. Couldn't wait to get us, well, you specifically back cornered last night.
That's why he kept following me everywhere. Nobody leave me alone with him.
Okay.
Well, in Dan's defense, I mean, you've got to believe that he understood the gravity of his error almost immediately, certainly by the time when he started trying to do his own show.
No. Oh, you missed this yesterday. I asked him on the air, do you think, are you going to want your own show again?
Of course.
Well, not, what?
He obviously realizes now that there's absolutely no way he can have his own show, right?
Are you setting me up? You feeding me lines?
No.
Are you being honest?
Well, he's had his own show and it failed miserably.
He doesn't think that. He just he thought it was a budget cut and that's why it got yanked off the air.
Oh. So what did he say?
He said not right now, but possibly in the future. And I asked him if he thought the show sucked, and he said no.
His show?
Yes. Then he comes in during a break and goes, "So is that where you wanted me to go with that? I still want my own show." Like, nice damage control. Yeah. I see your ear's still red. How long was Laura crawled into it? I even told him he could have his job back full time, everything set today, done, had everything that he had before, if he would just chew on one of Lee Harris's skin tags.
That sounds like a fair deal.
See?
Yes.
Which one of them?
It doesn't matter. Lee picked out a good one, did he? Yeah. Eddie said he's got a lot. He just lifts up his armpit. They're all hanging down kind of like meat wind chimes.
He does. He really does.
We're going to pay to get him cut off.
Are you really?
Yeah. It's the least we can do.
Well, I don't know. It's Christmas, you know. Like little ornaments hanging down.
Yeah, just paint them and light them. Yeah. I still like the idea of putting a little pre-Lee press-on nails on them, make them look like little fingers. Your mind. Yes, Daniel.
Russ.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to say something real frank and curt. I've listened to you for over a year, and I've heard the whole Dan thing.
You're not going to like the response, but you go right ahead.
You're displaying some real feminine qualities.
Why is that?
I want Dan. I don't want him back. Boo-hoo. Piss on him. I don't want him on the show. I want him to play his own radio show, and then you let him come back.
All right. You ready? There's a lot more. All right. Are you ready?
Yes, boss man.
All right. There's a lot more that goes on here than you're privy to. There are a lot more things that I have to decide than what you hear on the air. This show bills this station over $13 million a year. I'm not just going to make some quick decision based on what you think I should do. There are a lot of things that come into play, and a lot of things I have to decide based on the future of this show. And it's not something that can happen overnight.
I didn't tell you to keep him or
I'm telling you, that's why I'm vacillating, because there's a lot more things going on than you're aware. And if you were smart enough to listen to the show, you'd figure that out.
I
think you're a dookie.
Thank
you.
Why is it you can call someone a dookie and they just laugh? It's funny.
I don't know.
Rose thinks I'm a dookie. Damn.
You hear that, honey?
Call my buddies.
I think he'll have me a Shasta.
Yeah. What the hell did that come from?
I don't know. He called me a dookie. I'm going to relax now. Got me a chunky and a Shasta. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
None.
That's what makes it funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
All right. We'll take this. We'll do news. It's not easy. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I got to decide.
I understand.
They still make Shasta?
Yeah.
Do they really? I didn't think they did.
Hang on. I got to look now. I want a Shasta Pow.
Shasta.
Shasta.com. Well, that ain't it. Some kind of relocating service. Do that to Dan. Apex. I don't even know what this is. Digital pad. I don't care. Oh, it looked like some kind of internet service, didn't it? Okay. All right. Oh, I was going to take this. A lot of stuff I got to decide. I'm just going to bring somebody back in and have it screw up the texture of the show.
A lot of decisions. A lot of dynamics.
That's why I'm very protective. I don't want somebody new coming in. That producer that we interviewed a couple of months back, I'm sure he could have done a fine job. He just had kind of a freaky look to him.
Yes, he did.
Going bald, and he had 2 earrings.
He was a young guy, but yeah, thinning hair.
Not cute.
No, I like that Brad sales guy upstairs. He's cute.
I know. I'm aware.
Is he going to come down in his underwear?
I left him a message.
Yeah. Squeeze it.
He could probably up his income tenfold.
Who, Brad?
Yeah, if he just came in here and did that.
He just pulled it back between his legs.
Yeah.
No.
And then do his Dan's back trick.
The Dan Lewis trick.
Yeah. Have it tucked back between his legs.
Yeah.
And let it fly. Get it? Look, Dan's back.
Oh, man.
I'll just let it go until we break for the holidays.
Okay.
Hopefully Dan won't give me I'm serious. If we could just make it through the next 3 weeks without any problems and everything feels right, feels good, it's a piece of cake. Just the fact that he said he wanted his own show, then he comes in later and says, I was just kidding. We're going to have to run him through a lie detector.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
If he can pass that chick, what's the company?
Don'tLie.com.
Yes, the chick from Don'tLie.com. Come up, give a test. If he can pass that, that'll erase a lot of my fears.
Well, yeah, because you never know. Some station new to the market might come along and snatch him up, and then you'll be without a producer again.
What?
I don't know how to say it anymore.
If he wants to have his own show.
What was that first part?
Well, obviously, nobody that's been in the market for any time is going to.
Oh, I got it. Somebody new would come in and didn't know better.
Yes.
I understand now. Thank you.
That's a great face, though. The listeners totally missed out on the scrunched up what face.
Your mustache went up inside your nose.
That's great.
All right. Let me see. Yes, Chris.
I got a question for Everett.
Go ahead.
Hey, Everett. In my lease in my apartment, I signed a 14-month lease, and I've been having problems with them having to come back and fix everything like ants and doors and hinges and stuff coming off. Is there any way to get out of my lease without having to pay the remainder of the month?
There are certain duties that an apartment complex has that, are given rise to as a result of the lease that you've signed. It depends on the nature and extent of your problems as to whether or not you can get out of your lease. At some point you can. My best suggestion for you would be to email me, and I'd be glad to send you in the direction of a lawyer that handles landlord-tenant disputes.
Could he contact the TAA?
Okay.
Potentially, but I suspect they're just going to give him a referral.
Okay.
So, does that mean going to corporate or going to the owner wouldn't make a difference? I'd have to.
Well, you could try that initially, but if that doesn't work, then you may have to seek other means, perhaps legal assistance.
Yeah. All right. So, your email is
info@dallasattorney.com.
Info@dallasattorney.com.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thanks. By the way, Russ, I've been listening to you since you've been at the Eagle. You're great, bro. I listen to you every day.
That's very kind of you.
No problem. You have a good night.
All right. Have a good Christmas.
You too, bub.
All right. Okay. Say that thing again. About somebody coming off Raymond's show.
Well, my point is this. If you were to give him the producer job, some station, new to the market could come in and snatch him away and perhaps give him his own show.
Okay.
Not knowing any better.
All right. And do you think he would make that mistake again?
Well, I think he might.
I gotta do the lie detector. Cause when he said on the air yesterday, I think one day again I want to do my own show. I physically got sick.
Yeah, I could see it.
Because as soon as he said that, I went, well, this is useless.
Well, it's almost as though this would be a stepping stone or just something that he could use to bide his time financially until something else that he really wants to do comes along. Yeah. And you would always be wondering if that's in the back of his mind.
Yeah, I gotta know. Eddie, go fetch call the Don't Lie chick and see if she can come up this week.
Okay.
Preferably today. Okay. I don't want to waste any more time. All right. Do this and we'll do news. Hi, Jody.
Hey, Russell.
Yes, sir.
What's up, guys? I got a question.
All right.
Been listening to you for a long time, and I know you pretty well. I know you've always said, too, you won't ever go back to doing mornings, right?
No.
Well, I got to thinking that Howard is going to be retiring in a couple of years, and they're going to need a drive morning crew.
Is that what he's saying?
I don't know.
No, Howard,
he's been saying that for a while. Yeah, his contract's up in 2006.
He's got too many other things in the work. I really think he's going to retire.
Okay.
Just say he does.
All right.
And they asked you to do it because they need somebody really strong.
All right.
What's up?
No.
No?
No.
So you can leave it to somebody like Pugs and Kelly instead?
I don't care what they do with the mornings.
The whole damn station will go to hell.
I won't. They could triple my salary.
Whoa.
And I wouldn't do it. It's not worth the toll. We've got more people listening in the afternoons than they do in the mornings. Yeah. Why would I want to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to do a show to have maybe fewer people listen?
Well, then you'd be up against Craddock and all again.
I don't care.
It'd be perfect. Just kind of wondering. I was thinking about it for the last couple of days.
No.
Wanted to run it by you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, bud.
All right. I mean, that's a compliment, but no. It's just, I honest to God, even playing music, I don't know how people have done mornings for Dorsey. I don't know how he does it.
20 plus years.
Well, I mean, your body follows certain cycles.
It's just not natural. They get up at 3:30 in the morning and prepare for a show at 6. Music, you can almost understand it. How Stern's done it for 20 some odd years, maybe even longer, just doing talk. No. I don't know how he does it. I honest to God don't.
And stays on late. Longer than I think he has to, doesn't he?
I don't think so.
I think he's until 11:30 sometimes.
I think he goes until he's done.
Man.
Don't know. There will be no mornings.
Glad to hear you say that. It was the worst 9 months of my life. Now, you did it, 2 years before that?
Did it from 98 till, it's only like 3 or 4 years. It seemed like a lot longer than that. Mornings blows.
Yes.
I'm trying to think how much I would do it for.
Well, money's not the primary consideration anymore. I mean, you have money. It's quality of life.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we can go in the mornings. But not on broadcast radio. All right, you ready for news?
Yep.
Here we go. 414, J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. It's brought to us by Miller Lite.
This hour of the Russ Martin Show is brought to you in part by Miller Lite.
And by the North Texas Gun Show, where you'll see Eddie from the Russ Martin Show this Saturday at Big Town Convention Center in Mesquite. He'll be there from noon to 2. It's located at Highway 80 and Big Town Boulevard in Mesquite. It's lots of free parking, 1,000 tables of guns, knives, ammo, hunting equipment, and lots more.
Hold on a second. What'd she say?
She can come up this afternoon.
Today?
Yes.
Good. Start writing out questions.
Okay.
Good. I'm actually excited about this.
Yeah, me too.
You'll know.
Yeah. Make sure she asks, you know how to do it.
Yeah.
Write the same question different ways.
Yeah.
So we've got the same response every time. Why don't you go ask Dan if he's open to this?
Okay.
So we don't have a wasted trip. Let him know the consequences if he doesn't. Good. Go ahead.
He does. Wednesday, December 3rd, 2003. Brendan Fraser is 35 today. Daryl Hannah turns 43. Rick Mears, NASCAR, is 52. Mickey Thomas from Jefferson Starship is 54. And Ozzy Osbourne, 55 today.
You guys get the audio from the Liz Wild show from last night? You said Mickey and
Gavin was supposed to give it to me, and he did not turn the last break. I looked for him. He's not in his office. So.
Dan, will you run around really quick doing the news and see if you can find it? Thank you. Go ahead.
Hamilton County coroner could reveal as early as later this afternoon what caused the death of a 350-pound man who died after a violent confrontation with Cincinnati police officers Sunday in a fast food parking lot. I have the original 911 call if you care from the manager.
Did you know that they're planning on a civil rally this weekend?
That's in here too.
That's absurd.
A group of black ministers described the incident as torture and called the clergy throughout the city to let their flock, if you will, out early Sunday.
What's the word you couldn't say?
Parishioners.
Okay.
You know, when I come up with a word like that now, and you guys jump on me, and so my brain just locks up, goes, don't say it. Whatever it is, don't say it.
Okay.
Out early Sunday to attend an afternoon rally in March at the City Hall.
Okay.
Cut number 1 is just the original, which from the manager of the White Castle hamburger place.
Okay.
I had the police information too, but there was really nothing on the police two ways that was interesting.
Police 911. We need a paramedic. What's the problem? I don't know. He's passed out. Okay, man, calm down. We'll give you medical dispatch. Okay. Sam, calm down. The medical responding. Paramedical, where is your... What's the joke here? Okay, calm down, okay? Are you at 64 West Mitchell at the White Castle? Ma'am? 64. At the White Castle? Yeah. What's your name? My name is Shantae Johnson.
Hey, Shantae.
I don't know. He just passed out. Okay, how old does he look? We're going to get him out there. How old does he look? He's got to be, I'm 39. He's got to be like 42, 43. In his 40s. All right. He's passed out on the floor?
Bring me some gin and juice.
19. No, it's not right outside on the grass. Okay, so outside in the sun, okay? Yeah. Okay, is he breathing at least, you know? Yeah, he's breathing, but he keeps hollering 19. And I'm the manager. I don't stay in the store. What does he keep hollering?
She's the manager. She doesn't know the address.
Yeah, she's panicked.
I know my address when I'm upset.
No, I know.
Maybe she hasn't been the manager there long. She got transferred from another unit.
Just like the passed out guy keeps hollering 19. So she was getting rid of it. So she was saying, what's he hollering? 19. He's passed out and he's just hollering 19.
Oh.
That's just what was on there.
Maybe that was his number for his food.
Somebody, police officers, he wanted to come whoop him.
19. Okay, so he's hollering something in his sleep? Yeah, right. What's your phone number at the White Castle? 641. Okay, you don't see blood or anything?
Where's the whole number? Did you edit it out?
No, that's all she gave. She just gave 7 digits.
She gave 5.
Yeah. They must have cut it out.
Yeah, probably so.
Okay.
What do you make of it?
She gave all 7.
I didn't hear all 7.
Listen back.
All right. I want to call Shantae.
Like that. Yeah, he's breathing, but he keeps hollering 19. And I'm the manager. I don't stay in the store. What does he keep hollering? 19. Okay, so he's hollering something in his sleep? Yeah, right. What's your phone number at the White Castle? 641. Okay, you don't see blood or anything like that? No. All righty, we're on the way to the White Castle out front, okay? If anything changes, you call me right back. Okay. All right. Okay, bye-bye.
That was Shantae.
Yes.
She was obviously upset.
She was. Nathaniel Jones was this guy's name. They found 0.36 grams of powder cocaine, 3 cigarettes dipped in PCP, more commonly known as angel dust, in his car, by the way. He also had a history of hypertension.
He had a big heart, enlarged heart.
Mm-hmm.
And his, I saw his aunt on CNN today. I don't like the media coverage. I don't like the way he's been portrayed in the media. We're going to start our own independent investigation. What is it you don't like? He was doped up on PCP, cocaine, and he's running around in public. What exactly do you think the media has misrepresented?
Well, and it's clear from the video, not only was he resisting, he attempted to assault one of the cops. At that point, all bets are pretty much off. They're trying to restrain him.
You swing on a cop, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, going down.
This goes on to say the cops are trained to view such a struggle as an armed engagement because they no longer have total control over their weapons.
Right. That's what I said before. At any point when they felt like they couldn't control this guy and he was coming at them, they could have stepped back and popped his ass.
Right. Well, and ask yourself, what measure of a restraint should an officer engage in when a 400-pound man is hopped up on whatever, is fighting with tooth and nail and taking the aggressive stance?
And they have video of him, I think it was inside the White Castle earlier, of him dancing around and doing a bunch of weird crap. Yeah. So obviously he didn't just, he didn't do the PCP right before the fuzz got there.
No. They got the big rally, though, Sunday.
What's the rally going to be?
It's a march and a rally to City Hall for in support. I have no idea. None of this makes any sense to me. It makes absolutely, considering the video and all the circumstance.
I'm obviously missing something here because I don't get it.
It's white officers and a black defendant.
I know, but we know now that he was on dope, and we have the video that he was fighting the cops. One of the black cops was in there. He was hitting him.
Yeah.
Seems like that should be in a race. Shouldn't it?
Not a race.
A race like it don't count for the other 6 cops beating on him, the white cops.
Just trying to get him down,
trying to restrain him.
And they hit him with pepper spray.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Keith.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Let JD know, coroner ruled the Cincinnati death a homicide.
Yeah, I already heard that it was ruled a homicide, but they didn't say that that's no reflection on the officers at this point.
Oh, they said it was had been chased. I'm looking at the pictures right now.
Yeah, it's all over TV, and it's just funny because he keeps getting back up.
Oh, have you seen the video of him dancing in the White Castle?
Yeah, I saw bits and pieces of that. He obviously been running around, freaked out for a long time. Thanks, Keith. Why didn't the family do some type of investigation before he was killed? Why don't you do some investigation on why somebody in your family's running around doing PCP and coke?
Yeah, he didn't wake up last week and end up in that situation. He's had a problem for a long time, I suspect.
And a police spokesman was just livid today because they actually pulled the officers aside. They read the officers their rights.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. I'll pull the audio. This guy's livid. One of the cops.
Why did they read them the rights?
They pulled them aside. They investigated the police officers for 8 hours, interrogated them for 8 hours, and this guy says they read them their rights.
Well, that doesn't mean you're under arrest.
Well, the reason people are read their rights is anytime you're in a custodial interrogation, anything you say, and just like the Mirandas say, anything you say will be used against you. In order for your statement to be admissible subsequently, you have to be read those rights. Otherwise, it's considered to be an unreasonable piece of evidence.
Got it. Anytime there's a cross in the races and there's a conflict, there will always certain groups just immediately say it's racially motivated.
Well, sure.
Just because it's 2 different skin colors. And by the fact that you said that actually makes you more of a racist than anybody else. Because you just immediately assume because he's white and he's black, they don't like each other.
And facts be damned. As you say, never mind that he's hopped up on dope, fighting with the police, this huge, big, imposing guy. That doesn't make any difference.
And you don't give him credit for not shooting him.
Right, which they could have easily done.
Right, if it takes more than 3 or 4 cops to subdue somebody, and he keeps coming, I can't imagine any grand jury not saying, hey, deadly force, we were okay with that.
Well, and what's your alternative? Are you supposed to try and reason with him at this point?
Yeah.
The guy's out of his mind.
Yeah, if you're wrestling with cops, reasoning is probably, we pass that point.
Yes.
Hi, Tommy.
Hey, what's up, Russ?
Yeah.
Hey, I just think about this whole guy with this guy in Ohio, and they called it a homicide, but if you've been doing coke and PCP for a long time, I think the guy needed some sense knocked into him. You know? I mean, I know his family should have been doing some investigation too, so maybe they should have checked out a long time ago.
No, it's too late now. They want to go do this independent investigation because now somebody smells money. We're going to go sue the city because they killed my nephew.
Bingo. You got it right.
Forget the fact that he was on PCP and coke, and he's fighting with cops, and he's running around in public. God knows what he could have done to somebody else, somebody that couldn't have defended themselves or didn't have any type of backup training. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
He could have killed somebody very easily.
And who knows how he got there? Was he driving around? How'd he get there?
Well, right. Yeah. And he had a lot more dope on him, it sounds like, aside from what was already in his system.
Is that a lot, what was in his system? Hold that back up.
0.36 grams.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. I mean,
even for his size?
Yeah, I mean, just by way of reference, in Texas, if you have less than a gram in your possession, that's considered a felony. And once you go above a gram, 1 gram to 4 grams is a separate classification of offense. It's an even more serious felony. So just to give you an idea, even though grams don't sound like a whole lot,
right?
In terms of those types of drugs, the law considers that to be a substantial amount.
Is a gram like something that would be in a sweet and low pack? I'm really trying to visualize.
A gram is 1/28 of an ounce, or 28 grams in an ounce, if that's, gives you any indication.
It don't.
Well, it's, in terms of weight, it's a very small amount.
Well, we know that. But since it's in powder form, I can't get a mental image of a volume. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're probably looking at a small bottle. Eddie, do you know?
It would cover your pinky nail. If you covered your pinky nail with baby powder.
That would be a gram?
That would be a gram.
Okay.
All right. That was very little cocaine then. A third of a gram was what he had.
They said 0.3 of a gram, or?
I'm sorry, 0.36 of a gram.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Right. He said 3.6. Well, that's obviously a lot smaller, but still, that's a usable quantity, and he'd already used who knows how much.
Obviously, it was enough to make him go nuts.
Yes.
All right, do one more here. How we doing, Eddie? Oh, what did Dan say about his lie detector?
He said he was okay with it.
Really?
Well, first he actually asked me what the consequences would be.
If he doesn't take it?
Yes.
Why did that even come up? If he's not lying to me and everything's cool, it seems like he would have jumped on it.
You have your answer.
Yeah, I'm so glad that he wanted me to do this.
You have your answer.
Do I?
Absolutely.
What is it?
Well, you just articulated it. If he weren't contemplating his own show, what would be the disincentive?
Yeah.
In other words, he'd take the test if he wasn't thinking about getting his own show, but because he knows he is, he's hesitant to take the test, which is the answer you wanted anyway, to find out whether or not he wants to get his own show. Are you not following this?
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide if it's worth the time and trouble now to have him take the test.
I don't think so. Unless he has a really good explanation as to why he doesn't want to take the test, which I can't imagine what it would be.
Did he say anything else?
No, I mean, he said he would take the test. He just goes, what are the consequences? And I go, I imagine you just go home. And he goes, oh, I didn't know if I was going to get shocked or something. And I said,
oh, okay.
So he's worried about failing.
Well, they're not always 100%.
Well, that's true.
But I think it's close enough to where we can get a vibe on what's going on.
Right.
And then if he passes that, I'll feel a lot better about stuff. You got some questions yet?
Yes.
How long before we get a break?
Whenever you want to.
I mean, are we all right?
We're behind, but.
All right. Hold on. Go ahead, Michael.
Hey, Russ, have you heard the audio of the cops and this guy before he started wailing on the police officers?
All I heard was the cops over and over saying, put your hands behind your back.
Yeah, they're telling him to turn around, put your hands behind the back, and walk backwards toward me,
right.
One of the police officers on camera. And you can hear this guy screaming something, and the word white boys comes out really, really loud over every bit of noise on that audio.
I haven't heard that part yet.
Yeah, I saw that on Fox News.
Okay. I think there's probably going to be more of the video released because I think the Cincinnati police are supposed to have some kind of press conference this afternoon, and they're going to play the entire tape. So these people that are going to have the rally, thanks, Michael, Robert, here we go. The people that are going to have the rally can look at this and go, all right, maybe it's justified or we're wasting our time. I just don't, I can't fathom how you just ignore everything else. Like the drugs and he's wailing on cops. At what point do you just give up and let him go? Is that what they wanted him to do? Just, you know what, we can't control him, so let's let him go.
Let him run away.
Well, I mean, yeah, you hit him with every other stroke instead of every stroke. I mean,
And you wonder, had it been, and again, they brought the race car to a 350-pound white guy, how would the struggle have been any different?
We wouldn't have heard about it.
You're right.
Yeah, you're probably right. Might have been if it was a big white guy, and yeah, we'd have heard about it if it was 5 or 6 black cops wailing on him.
Yeah.
I was trying to think if that would affect me different. Probably say he had it coming.
He absolutely had it coming. It would be absolutely no different at all.
No, I just meant for all the crap we've done to the black people.
If it be one on PCP or cocaine.
No, just in general. And let me think for a second. If it was 6 black cops beating up on a white one, I probably would have looked at that and I would have been concerned.
Really?
You wouldn't?
No.
Not once you see the underlying facts.
Once I saw that video, it would have erased any kind of...
Yeah, with all the drugs in place and everything. Yeah, you're right.
You know, and I watched...
I'm just trying to be fair about this. For a change.
I watched some analysis of the whole thing on Court TV, and they had a number of criminal defense lawyers on there, as they often do for a number of different things, most of whom, as you might imagine, are biased in favor of defendants. And without exception, every one of them said, man, there's nothing wrong with what these cops did. And I agree. Once you've got a big guy like that resisting and fighting with the police, you have to do whatever it takes to take him into custody.
It's just a piss where the family is gonna bitch about the cops instead of going and apologizing to the cops. We're sorry we let this guy out in public. We're sorry that you had to deal with this, and we're also sorry that you had to subdue him, and in the long run, he died, and you're gonna have to live with that. We're sorry we put you through that. That ain't the thing. They're mad because they beat up on him because he was on dope.
Well, and those policemen woke up that morning. They didn't ask for any of this. They didn't ask to get called out there. It was an emergency 911 call that summoned them to this location anyway.
I know. All right. So I guess then we'll break. Yeah, Robert?
JD was right. 1 gram is about what's in a
sweet and low packet?
Sweet and low packet.
Okay.
I have sweet and low every day. I've got the package right here in front of me.
It says 1 gram.
It says 1 gram.
Okay. Well, that gives us an idea then. All right. Thanks, Robert. Okay. We'll be back. Are you done?
I am finished.
All right.
This is Russ Martin.
I used to shoot black bitches with my BB gun out of the trees.
How embarrassing.
I could never say that.
Sound like your voice. All right. These are questions for Dan?
Yes.
Oh, we got to do traffic here. Did we ever finish news?
Oh, we got about 2 or 3 stories in.
Oh, all right. We'll do some more in a minute then. Hi, Gail.
Hi.
What do you got?
Tylock.
Is that it?
Yep.
2 of 10 is your out cue.
It's not LASIK, it's IntraLASIK. Come and discover the Tylock Advantage this Tuesday evening at our free IntraLASIK seminar at the Tylock Eye Care and Laser Center. Call 972-258-6400 to attend.
Well, here's what you've got on 635 LBJ. Couple of problems brought to you by AutoZone, too. Need a serious tool for the really tough jobs? Introducing Duralast tools from AutoZone. Professional grade tools with a lifetime warranty. Duralast tools now available at AutoZone. First of all, westbound 635 before 75 Central, the right lane's blocked by a wreck, and then past that, closer to Farmers Branch on westbound LBJ at Marsh Lane, the left center lane is blocked. In Fort Worth on eastbound I-30 before Loop 820, there's a wreck on the shoulder, and we're also hearing that may be a car that's on fire. Traffic is backed up in both directions, and then Grapevine on southbound 121 at 114, there's a wreck off to the right shoulder. Contact Allstate today for your auto insurance needs. Just call 1-800-ALLSTATE to your local Allstate agent or visit allstate.com. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Alternative Talk Station Live 105.3.
Thanks, Gail. Going to be clear tonight, 40 for the overnight low. Pretty tomorrow, sunny and 58. It's 60 degrees. Currently live 105.3.
Let me look at these questions that Eddie wrote for Dan Lewis's lie detector. Yes, Hector?
Hey, what's up, Russ?
Yeah.
Hey, just a question for JD. If going back to this guy getting this guy his ass beat up, if it was a male, what your kid happened to, would you be saying the same thing? They should squeeze around off of this guy. I mean, it's not a dog guy. I mean, you think if it's somebody's related to any of the guys.
Let me translate. I believe he's trying to ask, what would you say if your kid was on PCP and the cops killed him?
Oh, I would say...
Hold on, let me check. Okay. Is that correct, Hector?
Yeah.
A fine question. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I wasn't getting it. Unfortunately, I'd have to, if I saw that video and saw my kid wailing on police officers and I found out he was on PCP and cocaine, first of all, I'd be extremely disappointed in myself as a father for not knowing it beforehand, and you'd have no other recourse but to go, I'm terribly sorry, but what else do you do?
I just don't understand why the families jump. Well, I do know. They're going to probably try and sue the city of Cincinnati. And I'm not making this a black-white thing. They've already done that. It's just pissing me off that they don't get involved in this guy's life until he's beaten, and then he dies because he was resisting arrest. He's on PCP. He's on coke. He's 350 to 400 pounds, and he's got an enlarged heart. And all of a sudden, after all this happened, now you want to get involved in his life and have an independent investigation. Why weren't you checking around, find out why he was on PCP to begin with?
Same thing happened similar on Southwest Airlines shortly after September the 11th. That guy got up, walked up and down the aisle, started kicking the cockpit door.
Yeah.
Passengers jumped in. It was never really that big of a deal because it was all, unfortunately, he was a white guy and white passengers.
Right.
And it was never brought up as a racial issue, but the same issue. A bunch of people jumped in to hold him down because he was being a nut, and he died. And, of course, the family sued Southwest Airlines, who had absolutely nothing to do with it other than having to be on their airplane.
And I still think Southwest should go back and sue the family for raising this nut. You guys, you made this thing. He's out running around. We're holding you responsible. You put our plane in jeopardy and every life on that plane because you couldn't control something that you had. You couldn't control him. Makes you think we can.
The family came out of where he's always been such a good boy. We've never had any problems up until the time he started kicking in the cockpit door, and then all bets are off.
Yeah, are we supposed to ignore it? Just read it? Are we supposed to understand he's a nice guy, but go ahead and let him kick the door open because he's been nice up until now? Because everybody gets one.
Well, and I suspect on some level that's a way that the parents have of dealing with their own guilt for how things worked out. Because if they blame someone else, if they blame an airline, or if they blame the Cincinnati police, they don't have to look at themselves.
And they see multi-million-dollar settlements with people like Rodney King and such.
Sure. I just like to think that it's these small activist groups that always play this stuff off as being racist or racial, as opposed to like the whole black community. I'd really like to think that. And I hope it is. Because I think most intelligent people could look at that and go, the man wigged out.
Totally.
Yeah, no matter what color, I think our analysis would be the same.
Nobody turned it into a race thing when Shantae plowed into that white guy and left him in the garage.
No.
I just figured she was an F-up, had too much gin and juice. She got drunk, she plowed into a guy and left him in the garage.
Yeah, you never heard one word of that being racial.
Oh, no, but had the races been reversed.
Yeah, Jesse Jackson had been down here.
Sure.
Let's see what's on the phone here. Yeah, they can wait. All right. Here are the questions they'll be asking Dan. When is she coming up?
She'll be here in about 10 minutes.
That quick?
Yeah, she said she'd be here, but she's got to be out and back at her office by 7, so she'll be here around 5.
Dr. Fettner's here? Hey, you can wait. I don't want my shot now. I ain't in the mood. What's he bringing? B12?
B12, testosterone, and a flu shot for somebody. Is somebody wanting a flu shot?
I do.
Okay, that's for you.
It's rampant.
Yes, it is.
How come you guys aren't getting one?
Every time I get one, I regret it.
Why? You don't get the flu.
I've gotten very, very sick each time I've done it, and I never get the flu, so I'm rolling the dice.
I'll get one if she has a spare.
I believe they only brought one.
Oh, okay.
All right. Do you really think your radio show on this station was good? Did you have inappropriate... Oh, a good one. Did you have inappropriate sexual relations with a female in Mexico in 2000? Yeah, because I've always wondered about that. Did he really do it? Or did he do it and just say it was a hose job?
Yes.
We also need to stick in here. Did you put something in here that said, did you tell your wife it was a bit, but you really did it? Oh, good. Because I've never believed that. Either, yes, he really did it, and he told Laura it was a bit, or he didn't do it, and it was a hose job on us.
Yeah.
But you don't do something with your finger in a chick in Mexico and then go home and tell your wife. You just don't.
That's what I did.
Yeah. I brought you a couple of things. I brought you this nice little globe and a stinky finger. Smell.
And then she just goes, oh, okay. I'm glad you told me. I'm glad we have this kind of relationship. Right. But you feel free. You can come tell me these things.
We're close. Our marriage is stronger because you fingered somebody. I love you, Dan. Ugh.
I'm surprised she didn't lop it off.
His finger?
Yeah.
I'm sure she's probably getting fingered someplace else. Do you really think you're... Oh, you missed it again. Have you ever cheated on your wife other than that instance? Oh, these are good. I bet he don't answer all of these. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
Do you really think your radio show was good? Do you want your own radio show again? Do you think of your wife when you're massaging sales girls? Did you really think that riding a stick horse at Six Flags was an acting job? Do you think that you're smarter than Russ? Did you tell your wife that the fingering in Mexico was a bit? Do your children think you're a failure?
Oh, God.
Did riding a stick horse in public ever really strike you as totally ridiculous? Is delivering pizza at night scary? Good, Eddie. Did hundreds of people tell you how stupid your decision was? Has your wife ever said, you make me sick? Do your children pretend not to know you? Do you think Russ is the reason you can't get a job in radio? Do you hate Russ's success? Has your wife ever screamed out Russ during sex? Has she screamed out anything other than your name? Do you see Russ as a stepping stone to bigger things? Do you hate JD more than Russ? I think these will be fine. Anything else you think we should add?
I think Eddie covered it. You really think he's going to answer all those?
I wouldn't.
I can hear him saddling up right now.
Let me see. I bet he didn't answer the one on I think he didn't answer the one on fingering.
Did not.
Or cheat on his wife. Wow. I forget, Eddie, how long does this take for her to go through this?
It'll probably take about 30 minutes altogether.
Okay. She's got to set him up and then go.
Yeah, get a good read and then go from there.
Okay. All right. If you think of any more, stick them on there. I say that's a pretty good sign if he answers all of those. That shows his willingness to come back to the show.
Absolutely.
Yes. Covers them all.
Yeah. Yeah, Ronnie?
Yeah, Russ, I was wanting to ask Everett if he could kind of explain what happened with Mayor Sweetie Pants last week while y'all were on vacation.
What happened?
She had called a judge about a child custody case.
Oh, I heard about that, but she called a judge, right?
She did. And it was about a pending matter from what I understand. And the judge, understandably so, became incensed and actually was recused himself from the case, meaning that the judge took himself off the case. And Laura Miller, later her remark was that she was acting in her capacity as Laura Miller the citizen and not Laura Miller the mayor.
Yeah.
How do you separate that?
Well, you don't. And you don't call as anyone in an effort to exert some sort of influence over a pending case. I mean, the judge was understandably pissed.
And the case was, why was she involved or interested in the custody case?
I believe she knew one of the parties to the case.
Okay. And do we know what she told the judge?
We don't, but apparently it was sufficient for the judge to get really pissed off and take himself off the case.
So she said she knew the kid's whole life, so.
Yeah. And nobody asked. It would be different if somebody in the court asked to talk to Laura Miller, right?
Well, theoretically, yes, but that wouldn't be the sort of communication that a judge would enter into on his or her own. That would be something that, maybe she might be called in as a character.
That's what I'm saying.
Something later on.
At a certain point, they could decide, hey, we need this person who's involved with the family. We need them to testify. But you don't just come up and volunteer.
Oh, no. It's completely inappropriate, and not to mention presumptuous, to think that you can call a judge because you know them and exert some sort of influence with regard to the case. I mean, the thing speaks for itself. What other possible reason could she have had for calling the judge? And given the judge's reaction, what other explanation could there be?
Yeah. She must have said something enough that if it pissed him off and he took himself off the case.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Was it illegal or unethical or just stupid?
It was at least very stupid. I wouldn't want to comment beyond that.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Ronnie.
You bet.
Deal. Let's see. Is the lady on one pissed off? She not? I'll take it anyway. Yes, Terry?
Yeah, Russ, I just wanted to say the stuff with the black guy getting his ass whooped, he did need his ass whooped. I mean, if I was there, I probably would have helped him whip his ass. I mean, for one thing, his ass was too big for all them to handle.
Yeah.
For another thing, nobody's mentioning the fact that one of the cops that was whooping his ass was black.
Yeah. That's why I thought it was, that kind of erased all the white cops that was whacking him.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. You talk to your friends about this?
Mm-hmm.
And what's the general consensus? Is it only these activists that always turn this into a racial thing, or do some of your black friends say, yeah, the cops went overboard?
No, all of our friends, we were talking about it today at work, and we all think the same thing. You know?
You said it twice. Hold on.
Okay.
All right.
But
Don't cuss it. Hold on. I got to take you off there for a second. Just drop the S-bomb twice. It's not the black people. It's JD. All right. The delay's rebuilt. So does that piss you off as a lovely black lady when you hear these activists trying to turn it into a race thing?
that does piss me off because, I mean, had they been there, they would have whooped his ass, and they know they would have. You know, black, white, purple, it don't matter.
Yeah, I never thought about that. You take these activists, and if they ran into this guy going berserk and he jumped them, you're right, they probably would have done the same thing.
You know, I mean, if I'd have been there, I'd have probably ran out there with a stick. Forget nightstick, anything else that I saw, I could pick up. I'd have hit his big ass with it, you know? I mean, because he needed his big ass whooped, point blank.
Okay.
He shouldn't have been hopped up on all that stuff.
You're right.
And, hey, they should have maced his ass and everything else, too. That big ass down, he wouldn't have got his ass whooped, and that's it.
Man, you'd see in the video, he just keeps getting back up time after time again. It almost looked like he was on some kind of ride or something. And he just fell off of it and he decides he's going to get back up. It's hard to visualize because, I don't know.
Yeah, and they're trying to, you know, if they're trying to make it something racial, it would be racial had the 5 white cops got sent out on administrative leave and the black cop not. But his ass is sitting at home just like theirs is today, you know, being reviewed for busting this man's ass.
Yeah.
And he just deserves to get his ass whooped. He shouldn't have been on that stuff.
All right. Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Well, the thing of it is, there are times when obviously activists have a valid point. There are racially motivated situations.
Yeah, cops aren't beyond reproach, but with something like this, when you've got all this evidence, and obviously the guy was nuts and they beat him and he died.
Well, yeah, but it almost cheapens their cause.
The activists like PETA, because they're a bunch of nuts, and even though they've got a lot of valid issues that they address of the way animals are treated, even if they're being raised to eat, but you don't pay attention to them because it's PETA.
Sure.
So you're right. Same thing with the activists. Mm-hmm. Nuts. We got a break again? Hang on, let me see what Gail Lightfoot wants. Yes, Gail.
Hi there.
Yes.
The thing with Laura Miller, first of all, it was a female judge, not that it matters.
Okay.
Second of all, the child that she was calling on behalf of, that she'd known, the child had written her a letter asking her if she would do that on her behalf.
Doesn't matter. That doesn't make it right.
I know it, but that was her. I mean, I would think she would have known better, but that was her motivation in doing that, I guess, when a kid writes you a letter and says, please do this for us. You know, this is a horrible divorce, and this is where we want to be, and help us. So she probably was just, but that was her motivation in it. Mm. She wasn't just being nosy and horning on in there.
Well, yes, she was. I mean, she jumped in and called a judge with regard to a pending legal matter. If that's not being nosy and interceding where you don't belong, I don't know what is.
Well, it is interceding where you don't belong, but she had a motivation from the child. I'm sure that she was concerned about that.
Well, we all have motivations. We just don't act on certain ones because we know they're inappropriate.
Well,
personally, I don't know how to do that.
That was inappropriate. Most definitely inappropriate. But I just was saying that's why it's not that she just decided, well, I know this kid and I'm going to call the judge and see what I can do about it.
That's what she did.
That's exactly what she did.
After the kid wrote her a letter.
It doesn't matter what the relationship is. The kid wrote her a letter or she knows the family or whatever. At this point, she feels like she has a vested interest and she calls the judge and you're not supposed to.
Well, that's true.
She's not involved in the case at all.
I know, except she knew the kid. She was inappropriate. Well, I'm just speaking as a parent who has compassion for kids when they're having a tough time.
Well, now she's probably elongated this custody case because now they got to get a new judge.
That's
so she did more damage.
That's right.
So you should be pissed off at her as a parent because now this kid's got to go through it longer.
I am pissed off at her.
All right,
Just
good.
throwing in my 2 cents worth, so that's all.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Change the hotline number. Thank you. Do I want to talk to the guy on 9? Yeah? All right. We'll break, Eddie. Yes, Brian.
Hey, how's it going, Russ?
Good.
Back when I was in college, actually, I was at Georgetown University, and me and a friend of mine just left the club, and there was a girl passed out on the ground. My friend's a med student. He stopped to take a look and asked if everything was okay. And the guy, this black cop on the ground over top of the girl, and he says, "This isn't the effing show. Move along."
Okay.
I'm a big guy, so I always stick up for all my friends. I'm 6'9". I jump in front of him. I curse the guy out and say he's just trying to help. Stop acting like a you know what.
Right.
So the guy jumps up, grabs me, slams him against the wall, pulls out his detective badge, and says, "Roughing up big guys like you makes my you know what hard."
Yeah. Did it?
Cuffs me, slams me in the car. First, again, I'm 6'9", and
right.
He has the cop seat all the way back, so I got my freaking knees in my throat, and I get slammed into the station. And I mean, him and his buddies are laughing the whole time. So I mean, I'm not saying that this guy shouldn't have got his butt kicked, which I agree he should have, but there are some cops out there that just do this to get their kicks.
All right. And you're saying black or white?
I'm black, and the cop was black.
Oh, he was white.
The cop was black.
Are you white?
Oh, am I white? No, I'm black.
So both of you were black?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I said?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I
so
didn't
the black or white, the cops can be nuts, is what you're saying.
That's my point. I'm sorry.
Oh, I got it. Maybe he just don't like black guys.
That could be it. It could be it, but it was just a very...
Well, it's like I don't like radio people.
Oh, that's true. Okay. You're right.
I know that didn't make any sense. All right. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
What?
I'm relaxing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
It's a long stint of racial conversation.
It was.
I'm very drained.
Very intense.
All my energy's been stolen by the black people.
No, not by the black people.
I hope to God they don't lock those cops up.
I don't see there's any way. There's no way a jury's going to convict them on that. There's no way.
Well, but then some of the people in Cincinnati they went nuts the last time something like this happened in Cincinnati, and they had riots. Like for several days, didn't they?
It's 4 days and 4 nights.
Yeah. I mean, it literally, I hate to use this term, but it looked like a war zone.
Absolutely.
All right. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
This is Russ Martin.
You other brother can't deny that when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you baby got back. Baby got back. Yeah, baby. When it comes to females, baby got back.
All right, is Dan taking his lie detector?
He's all set up.
How long before we get the results?
Within 30 minutes.
Okay. What time we got to get the don't lie chick back to her office?
She has to be there by 7.
Oh, well, this won't take long.
Okay.
No, we got plenty of time. How far is it from there to here?
It's off the tollway. It's not real bad.
Lovely. Where's the little short, sexy sales guy? Is he coming down?
Yeah, he was upstairs.
Is he going to do it?
He said he would.
Good.
He's cute. Stop it. Yes, he's cute.
What kind of underwear has he got on?
Boxers.
Oh, no. No. We want bikinis. We want to see Yanks.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
We don't.
Yes. Not degrading unless he's wearing bikini briefs.
Marbles all askew.
Yeah. Yeah, we want to see his camel toe. what we want. Maybe he could wear the boxers and just cut them up.
No.
Or just pull them up really tight up against his nads so I can see.
What do you want to see?
He's cute.
I know. Yeah. He's a doll.
You don't want to see him naked?
No, you don't either.
I bet he's smooth.
I don't want to know this.
How old do you think he is?
I don't know. How old is Brad?
In his early 20s.
Is he? Yeah. I do. I think he's got a cross eye.
I never looked that closely.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
He sent me an email. I said, I ain't got no cross eye. Yes, you do.
In or out?
Towards his nose.
Okay.
And just light. Just kind of like this. Just a little.
Kind of like a Siamese cat.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he rolls up his boxers, that'll be okay.
Yeah.
And he's got to pull them up really tight so I can see the outline. Tell him we're going to squeeze it. Squeeze it. You ever seen him date?
I've heard stories.
What kind of stories?
He's supposed to score a lot.
Well, he's a good-looking guy, but he's only like 5'2". It seems like that would, almost queer the deal.
Maybe not, though, in a way. I mean, if you think about it, it might take away the intimidation factor that some chicks have. Because he's a little guy, maybe they're less intimidated by him.
How tall is Tom Cruise?
He is about, let's see, I'm 5'10". He's about 5'6". Maybe 5'7". There he is. Not Tom Cruise.
What are you doing with your clothes on?
Why are you so obsessed with seeing me naked?
You're cute.
Thank you.
All right, let's see him.
What?
Doesn't he look like he's got a cross eye? Okay.
Let me see.
Like who?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah. You date a lot of chicks? How tall? Actually, how tall are you?
5'6".
You're 5'6"?
Got a tape measure.
Go stand over here next to JD. Isn't he cute?
He is. He's a doll.
Yeah. How tall are you, JD?
5'10", 5'9.5".
Oh. Well, you're taller than I thought, Brad.
Yeah.
You're cute.
Thank you. You gonna go to the party tomorrow night together?
With you?
Yeah.
You go with me?
Sure. The Batmobile?
I gotta see you naked first.
Well, L.A. appreciate that?
I don't care what she thinks. Whore. All right, take your clothes off.
If I take my shirt off? Give you a little treat, little tease. You'll like.
He's selling you now. I like this. Have a little taste.
Hey, Everett.
No, just start with don't talk to Everett.
I'll let you touch a bicep.
Now I'm starting to get nauseous.
Well, you started this.
Let me see your boxers. Nah, drop your pants. Look at that little flat belly.
I know.
He's cute.
Just stop with that.
What?
Stop with the cute.
Take that little belly and just take his belly button and...
God! Physically gonna be ill.
All right, come on. Get your pants off.
Or shirt.
Nah, I want the pants off. I don't care about the shirt. You ain't got nothing good underneath your shirt.
I feel like we've got him cornered at lockdown in the county jail in the shower or something.
Yeah, we're about to get him.
Strip search.
Yeah. I know, I want the shirt on. I don't want to see the shirt off.
Oh, that's even creepier.
Now, come on, take the pants off. Let's go. All right, he ain't doing it. Get him out of here, Eddie.
Okay.
No shirt?
Now get out of here. God, he's cute.
I know he's cute. He was just real nervous.
What's he nervous about?
Because he's in here. Hey, you're asking him to strip.
I'm not. Get out of here! You little monkey.
He's a monkey.
He just walked out and just came back in. He had his chance.
Thanks is mine.
I'm going to let him pull his pants off. I don't want to see him naked.
No.
He is cute.
I know he is.
I just want to see how far he was going to go to plug his clients. I'll do you the shirt you like. All right. I really thought he would do it.
I thought we were there. Once he showed up down here, I thought, okay.
Yeah, I never thought he would at least come this far. That's why I want to start with, I don't want to see him with a shirt off. make me nauseous to get started. I just want to see if he would actually drop his pants just so he could talk about some of his clients. All right. Well, he missed out.
Yes. Anytime you're ready, by the way, the Dr. Fentanyl is ready for your shots.
I don't know if I want shots today. What am I getting?
You're getting B12, you're getting testosterone, and you're getting a flu shot, and you're getting your blood drawn.
I can't do all that today.
You asked for all that.
I know it, but I don't want to do it now.
Okay.
What's the turnaround time on HIV test?
Just a couple of days, I think.
Really? Because I want to start going to freestyle. Mm-hmm. Just swap blood tests with somebody that you think you're going to see for a while. Since I've had a vasectomy, I don't have to worry about anything else. All my sperm's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All you guys already get your shots?
I'm all done.
I've got one of them.
What'd you get?
I got a flu shot, too.
Okay.
I'm waiting on the cocktail.
And what is it? Did you ask Fentanyl what makes you think that you get sick after a flu shot?
I did not. But
from what I understand, that's a myth. I mean, they inject you with a dead virus. I don't think there's any way you can get sick. I'm sure.
So why do you think you're going to get something?
Just the last time I had it, it's been years ago. I got really...
So it happened once. You just happened to get the flu after you got a shot.
And I haven't had the flu any time since.
That doesn't make any sense.
I just don't want one.
Well, it takes a while for the shot to kick in. You might have gotten sick during the winter.
How long after the shot did you get sick?
I don't remember. It's been years ago. I really don't remember.
You're being very irrational.
I'm sorry. I just don't want one.
Well, what if you get the flu?
I won't get
Then I got to get somebody else in here to do news. And it'll probably be Valerie.
I won't get the flu.
Well, I feel better.
Okay.
Anything else you're not going to get?
Nothing.
All right.
I never get sick. I haven't been sick in 4 years.
Okay. You ready to go with news again?
If you'd like.
Okay. Did Brad say he was going to come down here and drop his pants?
He did on the phone when I just talked to him.
What was his problem in here?
I think when he got in here, the reality of it set in and he just got scared. I think the filling up his belly button probably scared him.
Little flat belly.
Yes. Okay.
But he gets a lot of chicks.
From what I've been told.
Not good for him. You ready to go?
Yep.
Here it comes. 521, J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. It's brought to us by Miller Lite.
This hour of the Russ Martin Show is brought to you in part by Miller Lite.
And by Sherlock's Pub. We'll see you out there Friday night from 10 until midnight, Collins Street. It's in Arlington. Speaking of Arlington motorcycle officer seriously injured this morning when he was struck by a van cutting across 3 lanes of traffic in Arlington. Officer Austin Barnett was conducting red light enforcement on Cooper Street when a van struck him about 8 o'clock in the morning just south of Arkansas Lane. Injuries were not believed to be life-threatening. The impact pushed Barnett's bike into a curb and a utility pole and threw him about 100 feet into a grassy area. Charges are pending against the driver of the van. Scott Peterson pleaded innocent today to charges of murdering his wife and unborn son, and a judge scheduled the trial to begin January the 26th. The judge decided last month there was enough evidence for prosecutors to take the case to trial. Defense lawyer, who is, by the way, simultaneously representing Michael Jackson, also persuaded the judge to order prosecutors to return Scott Peterson's pickup truck to his family. Prosecutors say they don't want to return the 2002 Ford pickup because they believe it was used in the murder of Peterson's pregnant wife, and they believe he may have bled in the cab while he was doing the deed. The defense wanted the truck returned to Peterson's family because he mounting legal bills and continues to pay $643 a month in auto payments.
And go back.
What, the truck?
The truck. Well, I mean, they're paying $600 and something a month on a truck for a guy that's probably going to end up on death row and have been for almost a year.
You think they'll pop him on this?
I do. I think they've got a lot more than what they're letting on.
Can they do that?
Absolutely, because all they have to prove at the preliminary hearing is probable cause. I mean, if you want to assign a percentage value to it, it's a more probable than not standard. So, anything that would tend more than 50% to indicate that he's guilty of this offense is sufficient for him to be bound over for trial. Now, at trial, the standard of proof becomes a lot greater. They have to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt.
Right.
So, at that point, that's when they let everything fly. But
do you have to give, you're the prosecution, do you have to give the defense detailed information about everything you have?
Well, in Texas, discovery is articulated in the Code of Criminal Procedure, and it tells what you're entitled to and what you're not entitled to.
Yeah.
And I would suspect that where he's being tried, the same principle applies. I don't know what their particular rules are in that regard, but yes, there are certain discoverable matters that the defense will be able to inquire into.
What's the answer?
Sometimes you can get stuff. Sometimes you can't.
All right. Well, I didn't know. I mean, if I've got something that's pretty damning, do I have to tell the defense, hey, I've got this, and there's no way you're going to get around this one?
Well, not at this point in the proceeding. Now, ultimately, when they do additional discovery prior to trial, then the defense may discover some additional matters, and certainly at trial there may be some things that were not discoverable that come to light. Does that make sense?
I suppose. It just seems like if you've got something pretty damning, they need to know so they can either establish an alibi or what. It's like with the Kobe Bryant case. Is it Kobe Bryant in the videotape? No. Hang on, I'm confusing.
R. Kelly?
Yeah, R. Kelly. Right. With the videotape, they're saying she was underage and the videotape's floating around. Only problem is they don't know when the videotape was made.
Right. That's a problem.
And the prosecution isn't saying just yet. So he can't establish any type of alibi.
Because she could have been anywhere from 14 to 17 with that, given that window. And it goes on to say, if she was 17, she was old enough to consent to sex. But there, she's still illegal to tape her during the act at 17. So either way, they got him on that.
Different offense, though.
And he's going on now. Have you heard the latest?
No.
R. Kelly's attorney says he may be a victim of computer morphing. They say he actually claims the likeness of either Kelly or the girl was digitally superimposed on the tape, so it only appeared he was having sex with a young girl. That's his latest twist.
That'll never fly. They'll have experts come in and look at it and testify that it hasn't been altered.
Well, that's stupid.
You'd think.
Anyway, that was the reason I brought up how much information has to be shared. Because at a certain point, you have to say, all right, she was underage with the videotape. Well, what year was it? So I can tell you, yeah, I was there, I wasn't there.
Right. Well, I would presume that at some point that information would be discoverable. But again, that would depend on that state's Code of Criminal Procedure.
Okay. That's why I asked. Go ahead, John.
All right. Texans dreaming of mansions, limousines, and Learjets can buy a shot at the whopping Mega Millions multi-state lottery jackpot on their home turf for the first time today. Jackpot for Tuesday night's 11 state drawing was an estimated $33 million. Nobody was the winner, so it'll probably be near $40 million for Friday night. But while gamblers look forward to bigger prizes, and the state expects to make more money through Mega Millions, the Lottery Commission is concerned about sales now for the 11-year-old Lotto game. They think it's going to put it out of business. Basically, people will quit buying the Lotto tickets. If you can buy it for another $1 or $2, you can get into this Mega Million thing.
Not my dad. They got scratch off. He'll do that forever.
I never want anything on scratch offs. The overall odds, by the way, of winning the Mega Millions are 1 in 43. The jackpot odds are about 1 in 135 million. The odds of winning Lotto Texas, by the way, are 1 in 47 million. Mega Millions jackpots, they start at 10 million, and they averaged 42.3 million last year.
It amazes me that anybody plays.
Well, I know. 1 in 47 million, that would be, there maybe 250 million or so in the country. That would be 5 people in the entire United States.
Make any difference? Same thing comes out of their mouth every time. Somebody's got to win.
Can't win if you don't play.
It's like I've reversed it before. If you put, what are the odds?
The odds on the Mega Million is 1 in 135 million.
All right, you put 135 million people in a stadium. Some guy comes in with a rifle and goes, I'm going to kill one of you. Most people aren't going to be worried because they're going to go, what are my chances?
Right.
But if you flip-flop it that you could win something, somebody's got to win.
Sure.
And it's only $1. Most people, throw away $1 on soda or cigarettes or whatever.
Not my dad. He buys so many lottery tickets at a time, he doesn't even have them pull them apart. They're just all folded up. He takes them home, puts on his flip-flops, has to take his shirt off for some reason.
Of course.
Smokes, and just scratches them off.
Has he ever gotten a big jackpot that you know of?
No.
What's the most he's ever won?
Whatever, I don't know, maybe $20 out of some great big stack that he got. And he'd sit there and he'd go back and go, well, this one won and this one, but the other 45 you got nothing on.
I know.
Go ahead.
It's the new cool thing for basically boys and girls this holiday season. Electronic Spin the Bottle, and it's sold at Walmart. Electronic Spin the Bottle is actually a combo of Spin the Bottle and Truth or Dare. It's an electronic toy. It's shaped like a bottle, yet it doesn't spin itself. It's got a little button you press, lights go on. It's got 147 different commands, like kiss the person on your left feet. Sing Three Blind Mice like a rapper, or name the person with the worst nose in the room.
Is that some kind of semantic thing?
No.
Sounds like
semantic.
I don't know.
I didn't make the game. On the box, it says the electronic spin the bottle.
Spin the bottle. You.
For ages 9 to 99.
I don't think I like that game.
And it has settings for all girl play, all boy play, or co-ed play.
Really? All boy play?
Yes.
I want one. Get Brad back in here.
Oh, he's cute. You don't want.
He is.
You don't want Brad in here. Michael Jackson's 12-year-old accuser was supposedly dying of cancer a few years ago before he met Michael, but now he's still alive. And although he does need a kidney, they say his cancer is now in remission. How did he beat it? According to a friend of the accuser who spent some time in the Neverland Ranch, Michael cured it by teaching the boy how to meditate. Kisses began their so-called farewell tour 3 years ago, but yet now they're in talks with Def Leppard about touring next year. There's no word on when it might happen, but their tour with Aerosmith winding down later this month, and Gene Simmons says they're ready to hit the road in the spring.
Why did they even say it's a farewell tour?
I don't know. It's a joke at this point.
Yeah.
It's like companies that are saying we're going out of business. Lost their lease. Going out of business. We swear.
Final days.
All of a sudden, they come back on. They went, hey, we opened the left door. There's a lease. Never mind.
Gwyneth Paltrow and her boyfriend, Chris Martin, are expecting their first child next summer. The couple was pleased to confirm the pregnancy. According to their publicist, he declined to say whether there were wedding plans in order. And Gina Davis is pregnant with twins.
Yuck.
She is due in the spring, so by the time
Is she almost 50?
48 years old. She'll be 48 by the time she has the kids. The twins are going to be Gina's second and third child to her younger husband. He's 33, by the way, and they have an 18-month-old together. Ugh. And do you want any audio?
What is it?
Honey opens up in theaters. It's a story.
What is it?
Jessica. It's called Honey.
All right.
It's a movie. Jessica Alba's in it. A tough, sexy dancer from the inner city who becomes a successful music video choreographer, a career which is threatened by her mentor when he decides to make her either sleep with him or he's going to get rid of her.
Okay.
All right. So you want cut number 2. Jessica Alba was asked if she ate anything special when she finally broke her training for Honey. You don't want to hear that?
What's the other cut?
Jessica Alba was asked what kind of effect the tabloids have on her life. Next one's a scene from the movie.
It's my other choice.
I got Tom Cruise on the physical changes that happened to him as a result of the physical conditioning for The Last Samurai, which is also in theaters Friday.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
That's cut number 5.
Yeah. He's cute.
Yes, he is.
I couldn't touch my toes when I started working. I was, I bent down. I couldn't get my hands past my knees. All the training that and the stunts that I'd done before, and I've done quite a bit of stunts. I knew that the way that I would have to move, just carrying the armor, you have to think, 50 pounds of armor, it doesn't seem much, but when you start lowering your center of gravity and bending your knees, it's a tremendous amount of pressure on the knees, the growing, the hamstrings. So I put on 25 pounds for the picture. I was 25 pounds of muscle heavier than I am right now.
The Last Samurai opens up in theaters with Tom on Friday. News and information brought to us by the North Texas Gun Show with Eddie. He'll be out there Saturday in Mesquite from noon till 2. I'm J.D. Ryan, Live 105.3.
This is Russ Martin. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
Hi, Gail.
Hi.
You have any sponsors?
Yes.
What do you got?
Advanced Laser Clinic and Car Toys.
All right, Car Toys, the IQ is for phones every day.
Brought to you by Advanced Laser Clinics. For the best in laser hair removal and skin rejuvenation procedures, call Advanced Laser Clinics, 866-54-LASER. 3 Dallas locations, 866-54-LASER.
New phone, new plan, same number. Upgrade your phone now at Car Toys Wireless Supercenter, where you'll pay less for phones every day.
In Plano on eastbound George Bush Turnpike before Coit Road, the 2 left lanes blocked by a crash and traffic's backed up to the tollway. Also in Plano, northbound 75 Central before 15th, the center lane is blocked. In Dallas on northbound Central at Royal, the left lane blocked. You back up all the way to Caruth Haven. On southbound 35 Simmons at Commonwealth, the right shoulder affected now. It was the right lane. And on westbound 183 before Carl Road, the left lane's blocked and that traffic backed up to Grawweiler. Eastbound 635 at the tollway, you've got the right lane blocked too. Contact Allstate today for your auto insurance needs. Just call 1-800-ALLSTATE. See your local Allstate agent or visit allstate.com. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Gail Lightfoot on the Alternative Talk Station, Live 105.3.
Thank you, Gail. 40 for the low tonight, then sunny and 58 tomorrow. We have 57 degrees currently, Live 105.3.
What's the deal with the lie detector test, Eddie? Are they done?
Yeah, she was just going through it to tally everything up.
How long is it going to take?
Actually, she might be done. I need to go check with her.
All right. Go do that. Gavin stops me in the hall. Hey, can you tell people I'm good looking? Because I'm looking to get a date for New Year's Eve. Come in, show me your Peter. No.
What's he going to do when they see him?
I don't know.
Quit it with he's cute.
Well, he's new in town. He doesn't know anybody.
That's true.
He wants to go out.
He has a nice, unassuming way about him, though. I would think that women would be attracted to that.
You think?
Yeah, because he's non-threatening, just kind of like, hey, how's it going?
But he looks retarded.
Well, there is that.
That's not. He does not look retarded.
Everything's a trade-off.
Yeah, it's like the Brad guy. Yeah. He's really cute, but he's only like 5'6".
I don't know.
Are you really 5'10"?
Yeah, 5'9" and a half and 10, depending on what time of the day. I'm 10 in the morning, about 9.5 by the afternoon.
How tall are you right now?
Weight of your head?
Yeah, the weight of my head. Gravity's a bitch.
Think about that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I've decided I don't want the blood test today, Dr. Fedner.
No, that's too bad.
I'm just not in the mood.
Got my blood taken today for that new cholesterol test. I'll know that in a couple of days. Is it the size of the cholesterol that's important now?
Yeah, that's a big deal. They're measuring size of LDL and concentration, and that's more important than just cholesterol number. That's a big, big deal.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, in the old day, we just got lipids. We measured cholesterol, triglycerides, told you to drop the cholesterol.
Okay.
Now they want to do NMR profiles where they tell you the carrier molecules, how big they are and what numbers they are.
Is that something I got to worry about?
Yeah, you ought to. I think you ought to get that checked.
Why?
Because there's a little...
Is that diet related?
There's a little battle going on all your life between the fats and your blood vessel. And these men that you see that are in their 80s and 90s and are clear as a bell have real good carrier molecules. You can look at those now and you can modify your own molecules. See?
Well, how would I modify it?
With a statin, a lower LDL number, with niacin to raise the size of the particle. So
do I have to worry about it in general or because I'm 43?
Well, it's another one.
Does it change as you get older?
No, it's another one of those tests that unless you ask for it, they won't get it because they don't want to do it for screening population. But it's a smart thing to ask for.
How much blood you got to have for that?
Oh, just a CC, huh? Yeah, just a CC. I'm not a
Can you use part of the blood that I give you for the HIV?
We probably put it in 2 vials. Put it in 2 separate vials. But that's up and coming. You read about the Drano business where they give people a modified LDL in order to clean up the plaques. Modified HDL in order to clean up the plaques.
Oh, I got it.
So that's part of it too, but that's more of the future science.
So this is for anybody, not just somebody over a certain age.
Yeah.
Because it seems like something new every 2 or 3 months because I'm over 40 now. Yeah. I got to do all this extra stuff.
Well, you
gonna dig in my ass while you're here?
Yeah, if you want. Now, the cardiologist will tell you don't get this. They'll say, if it's for somebody that's had a heart attack and they're trying to find out why, but I believe it'll turn into a screening test for educated people.
How many times, I forget, how many times a year do I have to have my prostate checked?
Just once.
Have you already done it this year?
Yeah, I think we did it in August.
You don't want to do it again? Well, I'm horny.
What does that have to do with it?
I don't know. Man, he's cute.
we get those kind of requests, so we're there to please,
Are you still getting people in there, listeners for vasectomies?
Unbelievable. We get probably a couple of people a week. Yeah.
When did I get mine done? 2 years ago?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And you're still getting...
Well, it's a lot of these folks that are scared to death, and they hear that you did it, and it motivates them. They figure if you can do it, maybe they can,
Yeah, I'm probably the best test on something like that because getting it done. Obviously, if I did it in the conference room of the radio station, there was nothing to that. Recovery, I actually screwed up my own recovery by taking too much. What was the stuff you give me?
Probably Vicodin.
Yeah, I took too much of that because you have one and you kind of got this nice floaty feeling, And I think you're supposed to take it once every 4 hours.
Yeah.
And I think I was overlapping by every 2 hours.
Right.
And if you take too much, it clogs you up. And then I got sick. That was my own fault. Had I done it right, I'd have been over this in a day and a half, maybe 2 days. What were we saying about the clips?
The clip is something new.
Did he tell you about this?
Yeah.
It's a new way for the vasectomy.
Yeah. It's a wet clip, and you put just one clip across the vas. You don't have to do 2 clips and remove a segment. A little less traumatic, a little faster procedure.
You don't cut. You just open up the ball sack, and it's like a clamp you'd put on a hose.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Just as effective as the clamps we have, right?
Exactly.
Wow.
What about reversal?
Reversal would be the same. You couldn't just take the clip off. You'd have to excise both ends and reanastomose.
Oh.
So it's not an advantage there, but it is an advantage for...
so the recovery's quicker with this?
Yeah. Well, no, the recovery's about the same.
Oh.
But it's a faster procedure, a little less traumatic.
Okay. Yeah, because you're not clipping anything.
Right.
It's just cutting open the side of the scrotum.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hot. Something new.
I'm horny.
Okay. Don't look at me.
They're cute.
No, go back to Gavin. I looked at his teeth, by the way. He's got normal teeth. Why do you keep saying that?
I don't know. Somebody around here's got a lot of gums and no teeth. I thought it was Gavin.
No.
Kind of goes with his whole look.
No.
I figured that's the look he's going for.
No, it's not.
That look.
Yeah.
That bag boy look.
No, it's not. Bag boy look. Very nice guy.
But if I held up a picture of him and you didn't know anything about him and what he did or what he does, and you don't hear him talk, I just showed you a picture of him smiling, and I held it up, and I went, this guy's retarded, you just nod your head and go, okay.
Paper, plastic.
Yeah. Wouldn't you?
Possibly.
All right. Where's the lie detector?
Oh, she was just tallying it up.
Is it ready?
Yes.
Can we do this before we break?
If you want to.
Yeah. All right. Did you see Dan out there?
Yes, sir.
We're thinking about having him back.
Yeah, he looked good.
Maybe permanently. Mm-hmm. Depending on how the next 3 weeks goes.
Yeah.
She ready? Scoot you to the side if you would, Dr. Fay.
Sure.
Nobody called for you, Daniel.
All right, I'll go back out.
I have to see if I can trust you yet.
Oh, I thought you wanted to have me in here so you could scream at me during it.
I'll scream at you through the walls.
Yeah.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, how's it going?
How many questions did we ask total? Did you keep track?
We asked 28.
Okay. Is that right?
Yeah, I wrote 3 or 4 more.
Oh, did you?
Nothing special, just kind of reiterating.
Okay. I'm excited to hear this. Because there are a couple of questions in there I've wondered about for a couple of years. Yeah. Were there any questions he didn't answer?
He answered all of them.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Wow, there's a couple I would not have answered. Of course, you look guilty if you don't answer it, but it could go either way, and I would have just said abstain.
I don't like lie detector tests.
I don't either.
Can you compensate for most anything? I mean, for obviously people that are rattled.
Yes, we take that into consideration. We ask certain questions that give us what we call a baseline.
Right.
And we look for changes, deviations from that.
Just answering questions in general make me nervous.
Yeah.
Whether I'm lying or not. If I had absolutely nothing to hide, I would still do writing on the lie detector. Yeah. I'm surprised I passed the last. What?
But you're going to be nervous through the whole test, just not on a specific question.
But they would calm down more as the test went on, wouldn't they?
Right.
Do you readjust for that?
Right, because we go through the questions more than once.
In your opinion, are there certain personality types that it just simply won't work with? For example, a sociopath who doesn't understand or appreciate the wrong of his acts?
Yes, a sociopath who does not distinguish the truth from a lie, or anybody in emotional, physical, psychological problems like that, is not going to be able to take a polygraph test.
And that would include a pathological liar.
Yes.
Is there any drug you can take, like an anti-anxiety drug?
You can take certain drugs that do affect a polygraph, but we take that into consideration and we ask questions that we have not reviewed.
You can also say, have you taken... Well, that wouldn't work then. Never mind, go ahead.
You can ask if you've taken drugs.
Well, but if they've already taken the drugs and the drug's helping you, that's you get the idea.
Right.
All right.
So are we ready to start?
I'm excited. I kind of hate to blow this all at once.
Yeah.
How long since our last break?
11 minutes.
Can you make this a quick one?
Oh, yeah.
Quick by our standards.
Yes. If we can get into the 6 o'clock hour, I'm okay.
Okay. All right, we'll do that, and then we'll come back. All right, we'll be back.
Russ Martin Show.
Can we all get some?
I'll ask her and see. I mean, I didn't assume anybody would want any, so I just asked for myself.
Well, how much is there?
There's quite a bit. I mean, it was a big package. I mean, it was, the box is probably 6 inches square and about 9 inches tall, and it weighed about 35 pounds. I mean, it is packed in there.
How much you going to get?
I told her just a little jar just to put up on my desk so I could remember him.
Yeah. I think we should have some here in the studio.
That'd be very nice.
Yeah. Ask her if we can have a vial of some Brumley.
Okay.
Did you already look at it?
Yeah, we were digging through looking for teeth and stuff.
And?
We didn't see any, but she wouldn't let me dig real far.
Okay. I wonder what else we could do with that, some of his ashes.
Mix it up with baking soda and brush her teeth.
You're weird.
Well, it just be
brush your teeth.
Well, it just be.
It's Brumley. He would appreciate it.
Brush your teeth with it.
Yeah.
Be a tribute.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Not to mention,
everybody freaked out when I brought my dad's little rock and my dad in here.
Yeah, but we don't know him. We know Brumley.
Okay.
Yeah, those are unknown ashes.
Yeah. All right. Here we go with the test results from Dan Lewis's lie detector test.
Question number 1. Do you really think your radio show on this station was good? He answered no, and he passed.
All right, hang on. Let me think about this. Do you think it was good? He said no, and he passed.
Very good.
So he knows that it sucked?
Yes.
Well, why did he say on the air yesterday he didn't think it sucked?
He lied.
Maybe the songs helped.
Possibly. hammer home the point.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do suck.
All right. That's number 1. Go ahead.
Question number 2. Did you have inappropriate sexual relations with a female in Mexico in 2000? He admitted that he did.
And
he passed.
Really?
Really. He's a cheater.
Well, but he told his wife.
He admitted that.
All right, so I still think he told Laura it was a bit.
Yes. And he believed it so much that now even the lie detector test won't to pick it up.
Well, maybe not. We're not to that question yet.
I don't understand what you just said.
He
said he really did it.
I know, but and he told Laura, we're not to the other part of the question.
There's another question that will clear up your concern.
All right.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Question number 3. Have you ever cheated on your wife other than that instance? He said no, and he passed.
Okay.
Question number 4. Do you really think your radio show was good? He said no, and he passed.
I find that very surprising.
Yeah. Considering what was said yesterday.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
The next question, do you want your own radio show again? He said yes, and he passed.
That's bad. Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead.
Do you think of your wife when massaging a sales girl? He said no, and he passed. The next one.
Okay. I'm really sure how to receive that one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was honest.
Yeah.
Right. He's not thinking of his wife. He's thinking of the sales girl.
Yeah. Okay, that's bad. All right, go ahead.
Did you really think that riding a stick horse at Six Flags was an acting job? Unfortunately, he said yes, and he passed.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Maybe we should have qualified the question. Go ahead. All right, go ahead.
The next question. Do you think your co-hosts were the problem with your own radio show? He said yes, and he passed.
He's going to blame the fact that his show sucked on his co-hosts?
Yes. He's not going to admit that he was bad.
So the show sucked, but it was because of them.
Right. All right. I see his way around this now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sucked. I picked the wrong people for it. All right.
His next question, do you think that you were smarter than Russ? He said yes, and he passed.
Very sad.
You've admitted that he has a 4.0. If that's his qualification for smart, then technically, by that degree, he would be smarter than
I can't have people around here who think they're smarter than me because they're always going to question what I tell them.
I understand.
He's not doing well. He wants his own radio show. Right. He thinks he's smarter than me, and he's blaming his squirrels on the fact that his show went belly up.
So far.
Yeah.
The next question. Did you tell your wife the fingering in Mexico was a bit? He said no, and he passed.
Damn strange.
He beat the polygraph.
He's a sociopath, clearly.
Yeah. That's the only answer. He beat the polygraph. Read that again. I want to make sure that I'm understanding this right.
Did you tell your wife the fingering in Mexico was a bit? He said no, and he passed.
I don't believe it. I don't believe that you'd go to Mexico, do so. Maybe he thought because he screwed up and told me while he was drunk, he better do something.
Yeah. That's clearly the only reason you do that.
Yeah, there's no reason to go home. And if nobody else knew, to go home and go, sweetie, here's what I did. I feel guilty about this, and you should know. All right, go ahead.
The next question. Did you hate the stick horse because it had better lines? He said no, and he passed.
Okay.
Do you children think you're a failure? He said no, and he passed.
Well, I expect that one.
Did riding a stick horse in public ever strike you as totally ridiculous? He said yes, and he passed.
Okay.
Is delivering pizza at night scary? He said no, and he passed.
Maybe he got a good neighborhood.
Yeah, it could be. All
right.
I asked him that. Did hundreds of people tell you how stupid your decision was? He said no and passed. However, he did admit that it was several dozen people that did tell him.
Okay.
Has your wife ever said, you make me sick? He said no, and he passed.
Sociopath.
Do your children pretend not to know you? He said no, and he passed.
Okay.
Is Russ the reason you can't get a job in radio? He said no, and he passed.
Okay.
Do you hate Russ's success? He said no, and he passed. However, he is very envious of it.
How could you tell that?
Because he said so.
Oh. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Certainly something to aspire to, but don't think you can do it.
No.
It's one thing to be envious. It's another thing to actually go out and try it.
Correct.
Again.
Be delusional. That's another question. If you're delusional, will that affect the results?
No, because I believe Dan is delusional, and I think you'll find that out in a moment.
Really?
Really.
How long have you been doing polygraphs?
About 19 years.
Have you come across... Well, you wouldn't know if they beat the polygraph or not.
Nope.
All right.
The next question. Has your wife ever screamed out Russ's name during sex? He said no, and he passed. Has she screamed out anyone else's name other than your name during sex? He said no, and he passed. Do you see Russ as a stepping stone to bigger things? He said yes, and he passed.
Well, that could be like being with the show and syndication and things like that.
True.
But we don't know that. Are you about to get to the delusional one? Or was that it? Do you really think he's delusional?
He wants to do this again. He wants to have his own show again.
And that's coming from a professional.
Right.
She knows. Good.
The next question. Do you hate JD more than Russ? He said yes, and he passed.
Thanks, Dan.
Sorry, JD.
Well, it's going to make my voting process a lot easier.
Did you have to eat dog food while looking for a job? He said no, and he passed. He didn't ask about cat food, though.
Is that the last one?
No, two more.
Okay.
Do you think with time you could do a better show than Russ? He said no, and he failed.
Oh, he did.
Oh, God.
So he could be maybe a little delusional.
Now I understand why you say he's delusional. Oh, he did.
He did.
Do you need any more information?
I'm trying to absorb all of this at once. All right, we know that he wants his own show again. He's not lying about that. Mm-hmm. He acknowledges that his show sucked before, but he's blaming it on the squirrels that were on there.
Correct.
He thinks he's smarter than me, and he thinks he can do a better show.
Correct.
Welcome back.
I don't think this is good.
Not so far.
Well, there's only one question left, isn't there?
One question left.
This last one will be the deciding question.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Are you the head of your household? He said yes, and he passed.
Yeah. I'm sure Laura tells him that.
Yes.
Can I see those? I'm loose.
No.
Well, at least we got the answer about the fingering incident in Mexico. Yep. He really did do it. He told Laura that it was the truth.
That's amazing.
That's stupid.
Well, it is.
What's the point?
Yeah.
There's no net gain to be had.
Not at all.
Well, I did something wrong, and I should tell her. No, you did something wrong. Don't do it again. Live with the pain. By telling her you did it.
Causing her pain.
Right.
That she didn't deserve.
And you feel better because you told her. That's insensitive.
Very much. And the fact that if it ever had come up on the air, that's the time to go, it's a bit.
Yeah, just to keep from hurting your wife. Somebody you've been with for almost 20 years. Do you see Russ? That's another one. The stepping stone to bigger things.
Well, you said that could be syndication. That could be where the show goes from here.
I don't know. When you think of stepping stone, you don't think of something that you're taking with you.
Yeah, that's when you're leaving something behind. You don't pick up the stones and carry them along.
No.
Huh. Do you think with time you can do a better show than Russ? He failed. He failed? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said no and he failed. I'll take these home and think about this tonight. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, you got to get back by 7, don't you?
I sure do.
The website is
www.don'tlie.com.
You want to give your phone number?
972-735-9569.
Hold on a second. This guy wanted to ask you something. Go ahead, Owen.
Hello, boss man.
Yes.
Listen, I got my wife scheduled tomorrow, man, for a lie detector test.
For what?
I think she's been cheating on me.
Okay.
And I've already paid for the class and everything like that. She's gonna take that deal tomorrow at 1:00.
Okay.
The question I have is, can she call up there and talk to her and get the questions that I wanted answered?
Are you going to don'tlie.com?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Look at their business already.
All right.
All right.
Yes, you can give us a call.
Well, but you don't want her to have the questions ahead of time, right?
Right. I don't want her to have the questions ahead of time.
Oh no, we won't give them unless you want them ahead of time.
No, I do not want that to happen.
What makes you think she's out catting around?
Well, Russ, I'm fixed, and she got pregnant.
I don't think you need a lie detector test.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, now, the vasectomies sometimes do grow back together.
He can go back to, you can go to Fetner or somebody, and they can check his sperm and see if he's potent.
That would be
have you checked yourself again?
No, sir, I haven't. I find it somewhat humiliating.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't know what's involved in going in and doing the thing, but
all you got to do is give him a sample.
You've had a vasectomy. Did you never go back to have it checked?
Yeah, I went back when I first had it done.
Are you supposed to go, once a year?
Yes.
Once a year?
Yeah. Things grow back. Things happen. JD had one done back in the early 90s and found out only a couple of years ago that he was still potent. Had to have it done again.
I thought you build up some type of immunity to it.
That's part of it. Well, if it doesn't take, then you don't build up immunity to anything.
I see. Well, there's still some other issues I want answered.
Okay.
But, Russ, I do love your show.
Okay.
And you are the boss.
Thank you, Owen.
Bye.
All right. Beth. Sorry. All right. Quit. All right. Well, thanks for doing that.
Thanks a lot.
I don't know if she's helped or not. I can't decide.
Mull it tonight. Mull over tonight.
Okay.
Think
You
about
have the truth now.
Yeah. All right. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
This is Russ Martin.
Any rock and roll Jeopardy?
Yeah, I've got something.
I'm in the mood. What are they?
Mostly 70s and 80s.
Okay. Take these while you get set up. Yes, Chris?
Yeah, what's wrong with Dan thinking he can do better with using time? You know, he's trying to improve his life. The guy was riding a stick horse for crying out loud.
I don't want to have somebody come back to the show and not have them be a fixture.
Oh, okay.
The people on the show, I'd like to think we're all going to retire together. Obviously, Dan doesn't want to do that. He wants, what is it you want to do, Dan?
Move on without you?
Yeah, you want to move on without us.
All right, just maybe.
No.
Like you're
That's not that you didn't. No, you didn't ever qualify the question.
Let me ask you this.
Hold on.
How did you beat the lie detector?
I didn't.
There's no way that you went to Mexico, fingered a chick, and then told your wife.
I went home and told my wife the truth. We have been together for 22 years. I've explained this to you before.
I don't believe
She knows me so well.
She's not going to know you fingered somebody.
The guilt feelings that I would have would cause more problems than telling her the truth would have.
So you wanted to punish her for something you did?
No,
That's
I wanted
what you did. Is that what he did?
It wasn't to
That's
punish her.
what you did.
It would be worse if I didn't tell her.
No, it wouldn't.
Because she would get more punishment from, I would develop an even worse attitude. And I would be angry over my own guilt, and that causes more problems. When someone's feeling guilty over what they've done,
that's the punishment. That's the penalty for stepping outside the
But
marriage.
unfortunately, they end up punishing the people around them. So it's better to get it out, get it in the open.
Oh, let me ask you
solve the problem and make it go away.
Did you feel better when you told her?
No, not really. I felt worse.
Well, that's stupid. Did you blame her?
No, I didn't blame her.
You blame me for everything.
I did not.
All right, fine. If you
notice, I passed that on the polygraph too.
Passed what?
That I don't blame you.
Sociopath.
If I was a sociopath, then I would have passed all of them.
I think he passed all of them, didn't he?
All
Except yeah.
Yeah.
Even sociopaths hiccup.
He threw that in.
Do what?
He threw that in. He purposely failed that question so that we couldn't turn him a sociopath.
Yes. Thank you. Very nice.
You're going to twist it however you want.
Hold on. Hi, Donna.
Hi, Russ. I was wondering if you would let the listeners vote on whether or not we could bring Dan Lewis. You would bring Dan Lewis back.
No.
You won't let us vote? Not that our opinion would be the final decision, but what about the listeners?
You don't have to come in every day and do a show. If you were here every day with me behind the scenes, then I would say, yeah, you probably got a say in it, but you don't.
Okay.
I can't just out of curiosity, which way would you vote?
I would vote no. I think the dynamic of the show has changed, and I enjoy it the way it is now, and I enjoyed it the way it was then, and I don't want to go backwards.
It's a very interesting take.
And, I mean, I've left...
I don't really care. No, I've got emails on both sides. It's like, I didn't ask. I didn't throw it out for a vote. When I want to start leaving my career in somebody else's hands that I don't know, then that's when I've given up. This ain't your call. So stop with the emails that he sucks. I'm sick of getting them.
And the ones that he's good.
Huh?
And the ones that he's good.
Laura?
Huh?
Laura? The one Laura sent?
Oh.
No, she probably sent one. He sucks. So.
Did she tell you to chew on Lee's tag?
No, she didn't.
Okay.
She didn't.
You realize if you just chew on his tag, this is all over and you got your job back.
Have you really looked at those?
No.
They look like scales that have come loose.
No, they don't.
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody else see them?
I saw him.
They're in a big grouping. They flap when he moves.
No, they don't.
It looks like an upside down black forest under his arm. It really, it's hideous. It does. He showed them to me in Iran. You can ask him.
Why don't you just take a look? Right?
I don't wanna.
Okay. You got to look at the ones on the left arm. Those are the worst ones.
You look at both sides?
Yeah. Well, there's just one under the. On the right arm. There's one under the left arm.
Yeah.
And then the really gross ones. There's like a cluster on the right arm where there's like 10 or 12 of them just kind of all.
Oh, I know what that is. I know why they're all on one side.
Why?
I have to turn the mics off. Excuse us. No. Shush. Shushies. All right. Are they all big?
There's a grouping of small ones, and then it's kind of like
there's one that's
the new growth, and then there's the old growth ones that are around it.
Okay. There's a leader.
There's one that's their leader. He's urging them to rise up. You can tell.
So the compound's over in the left arm.
Yeah. Right. All right. And then there's some small ones on his neck right here.
Okay. And you wouldn't bite one of those to get your job back?
No. What if it popped?
Bonus.
No.
It's the other one came
off. Yeah. Freshen up tags. All right. Everybody ready? It's over here. Ready, John?
Yes.
Here we go.
It's time to play Rock and Roll Jeopardy! And here's your host, Russ Martin!
We'll be playing for 4 people on the phone. What could they win, John?
They'll get a month of
Certainly make it worth their while for driving up here.
Don't do that.
Not like the a-hole that called in last night.
There they go. A month of Larry North Fitness plus his book Living Lean. Also a condoms to go prize pack. We also have 12 months Bird Biz web hosting. That's the bronze level. And the tri-pack of DVDs including Shallow Hal, Something About Mary, and Me, Myself, and Irene.
We don't have anything else?
That's really all I have here.
Okay. All right. Dan, test your buzzer. John? Everett? All right, mine? Okay. Ready, Edward?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead.
Everett, what is 38 Special Rockin' Design? Correct. Everett, what is AC/DC Whole Lotta Roses?
Correct.
Russ.
What is Let's Stay Together by Al Green?
Correct.
Jesus.
JD.
Why do you do this? What is Barry Manilow, Weekend in New England?
Correct.
I like
You're cute.
Hey, I played it on KBIL.
Russ.
What is, Who's Gonna Drive You Home by the Cars?
Correct.
Is that right?
Yes.
Don't pout, Everett.
What is Already Gone by the Eagles?
Correct. Russ.
What is, I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner?
Correct.
What is Glass Tiger, Don't Forget About Me?
Incorrect. JD.
What is Glass Tiger, Don't Forget Me When I'm Gone?
Correct. Russ.
What is Huey Lewis in the News, I Want a New Drug?
Correct. Russ.
What is John Cougar Mellencamp, Paper and Fire?
Correct. JD.
What is Marvin Gaye's Sexual Healing?
Correct. Russ.
What is Pink Floyd?
Everett. What is Pink Floyd, Dirty Woman? Incorrect.
The hell is this?
Think of the title.
What is it?
Young Lust.
Oh. Doesn't say that anywhere in the song.
Nope. Everett, what is Thin Ninja Cat Scratch Fever?
Correct.
Russ.
What is Three Dog Night? Spill the wine.
Incorrect.
Right song, wrong band. Yeah.
I was strolling.
What is it, Eddie?
War. Spill the wine.
Trying to. Everett. What is ZZ Top Cheap Sunglasses?
Correct.
Russ. What is ABBA? Waterloo?
Correct.
Russ. What is Train Kept a Rollin'? Aerosmith?
Correct.
What is Imaginary Lover by the Atlanta Rhythm Section?
Correct.
Russ. What are the Beatles? Here Comes the Sun?
Correct. Russ.
Is Eddie Money, Baby Hold On?
Correct. Russ.
What is George Thorogood and the Destroyers? Who Do You Love?
Correct.
Everett, what is REM Orange Crush?
Correct. Russ.
It's Jay Giles, Centerfold?
Correct.
Everett, what is Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven?
Correct. JD.
What is Phil Collins' One More Night?
Correct.
Russ. What is Fleetwood Mac? The Chains? These Chains? Chains? Chain Smoker on the Chain Gang.
The Chain. He was close enough.
I'd take it. Everett, what is the line out of Stairway to Heaven? Something about the hedgehog in your...
If there's a bustle in your hedgerow...
Yeah, what is that?
A hedgerow is a row of hedges.
Okay. What does that mean?
Well, let me give you the rest of the sentence.
All right, go ahead.
If there's a bustle in your hedgerow, meaning if there's something rustling around in your hedges, don't be alarmed now. It's just a spring clean for the May Queen. That's the line.
All right, what does it mean?
It means if there's something rustling around in the bushes, it's just a bird cleaning up.
Okay.
A May Queen is a type of bird in England.
All right, so it makes more sense over there.
Yes. Hedgerow and spring.
I've never understood that.
Yeah, spring clean for the May Queen is impossible to hear in the song. You have to read it off the lyrics.
Okay. All right. Just curious. Very insightful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Huh?
I want to see his skin tags now.
Okay. Seen them? Everyone's seen them but you.
You seen them, Dan?
Yes. Even the ones on his neck. Those are little bitty, though. They're like rivets around his neck.
Maybe they are. Little meat rivets. Maybe that's why he's just scared to get them cut off.
No.
His head would fall off.
Mm-hmm.
Meat rivets. Frankenfurter style comes to mind.
Just take a quick look.
Yeah, don't let him come in too close. Go get him really quick.
You can't. Okay. You can't take a quick look. I tried that and I had to look at him twice because you take am I right? Because you take a quick look and you can't fully assimilate their grotesqueness.
Let me get my glasses. Should I hold on to something?
They're dandy. Just have your chair close.
Yes. I'll go back here in my recliner. Let me recline. I'm now ready to view the tags. They got hair on them?
Under his arms.
That's where they hide.
Well, where is he?
Here he is.
Is he coming?
Right here.
All right, stop right there. Don't come close.
You have to get closer, you won't be able to see him.
I can see fine from here. All right.
What are you doing across the room?
I just read it.
They're not going to jump on you.
Don't come over here, Eddie.
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
Kind of melodramatic here.
I'm ready to see.
You want to see the big one?
Show him the... Here we go.
You want to show the cluster?
Oh! Dear mother of all things, meaty! Let me see the other one. Hurry, I'm getting dizzy.
I can pull this one down.
It's like a superfluous nipple.
That's huge! Oh.
It's like he's got a uvula under his arm.
Oh, yeah, or clitoris.
All right, thank you.
And you want me to chew on that?
Yes! Chew it right now.
Not on the left one. There's no way. That's in the hair.
What about the cluster?
Let me see the cluster on the right again.
Some others.
No, I don't want to see those. The neck rivets aren't bad. There's just a couple of those.
I am not having this man put his mouth on my neck.
All right.
But...
Hey, by the way, what's the scoop on the Filipina chick? Did she say yes when you asked her to get married?
Oh, yeah.
It's done. You guys are getting married in...
As soon as I get over here.
Are you going back first, or is she coming here?
I'm going back. I'm leaving the 13th for 8 days.
13th of this month?
No, February. Oh, gosh, no.
And you're bringing her. And you're bringing her back?
No.
She didn't come with you on that trip.
No. More paperwork.
All right.
I'm trying to get money over there right now to her.
Why?
Because I've taken responsibility, financial responsibility.
And you're going to do all of this without having sex with her?
Yeah.
Did you have sex with her last time?
No.
What'd you guys do? Did you have foreplay? She pinch them?
5 and 6 play.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
What did she do? She pinch them?
Them?
Yeah.
I don't know how many you got.
None under my arm.
Oh, no, she hadn't seen these yet.
Oh, no.
All right. Oh, so she did stuff to you. You didn't do anything to her.
Right.
Okay. And you're ready to say, let's do this for the rest of your life?
Yeah, but that's not that long.
What are you, 52?
A little farther up.
I don't know. I thought he was...
I don't know.
52.
57?
Yeah.
No. You want us to say that on the air?
Oh, I don't care. You just did.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were going to cut down.
You know, the doctor told me that one of the main reasons it caused this was Jack Daniels.
Skin tags?
Yeah.
They give you any trouble in customs with those?
All right.
What do you got in now?
Finally.
Thanks, brother.
It's a fabulous Lee Harris.
Lost Eddie.
Hang on, Eddie. We'll kick in momentarily. Here it comes. Set it free, Eddie.
Really?
Here it comes.
Are we even sure what this one is? Is this the skin tags or the...
Doesn't matter. I just see that he's about to let it go.
All right.
Okay. How'd you get past that? Okay. Give me You're right. Those were quite hideous.
Told you.
I don't think I'd like to see those again.
No. Much less can you imagine putting your mouth on one.
I'm not the one that went off and thought I could do my own stinking show like a jackass. Sure. Sorry, Dan.
It's all right. Right here.
I know. I understand that. All right. Ready to finish? Mm-hmm. Okay. What the hell is Customs going to say?
Well, I don't know. You have anything to declare? You know?
Yeah, these hurt. Okay. Ready to go? Mm-hmm. How many we have left?
4.
Okay. Go right ahead. play this at the Eagle?
Yeah, we did. I just can't come up with it.
They have like a day of the week in the name, or at least the hook line.
I really remember.
What is it, Eddie?
The Cure love songs.
I guess those are on. All right. What is Mustang Sally by Wicked Wilson Pickett? 1960. Mustang Sally. Thank you.
Everett, what is Steve Miller Band? This here's a story about
What is the Steve Miller Band? Take the money and run.
Everett, what is Van Halen and Jamie's Crying?
Correct. All right, what's the score, John?
The score, Dan had 0, I had 4, Everett 5, you had 13.
All right, tell Anthony what he's won.
Anthony's got a month at Larry North Fitness plus his book Living Lean, a condoms to go prize pack for $25. Also, bronze level web hosting for a year from VertBiz.com, the official web host of the Live 105.3 and the Russ Martin Show, and a tri-pack of DVDs including Shallow How, There's Something About Mary, and Me, Myself, and Irene.
This is Russ Martin.
What? Did I tell him to quit it with those?
Yes.
Load that again. I don't get what the purpose of that is. I don't need somebody coming in and going,
Now, back to the Russ Martin Show. Live 105.3, the alternative talk station.
Does that sound absurd to anybody else but me?
Yes. Yeah. It's just a modern day production value.
Load it again. Is that it's supposed to make it stick out more?
Yes. Dramatic.
All right. It's like the skin tag of bumpers.
Very much.
Just makes you wonder who sits around and goes, hey, right in the middle of this, one of you guys jump in and go, okay, let's try it.
Now, back to the Russ Martin Show. Live 105.3, the alternative talk station.
I would love to hear a tape of the station that Gavin programmed in Las Vegas.
I've heard it.
And? Does it sound just like this?
A lot of the production elements were very similar. It was a very fast-moving station. Very, a lot of forward motion. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay.
You're talking about the
just production value?
Production.
Yeah.
Not the actual shows.
No. Just like the ins and outs, the promos, things like that were all just like this. Very similar.
Just because you put forward-moving sound around things doesn't mean the whole thing moves forward. Yeah. But that's some of the shows up here that's like people running around a car with no transmission. You get what I mean?
A lot of movement. Not really going anywhere.
Got it.
Very insightful.
Yeah.
Flies in a jar.
All right. We got anything else we need to do before we go? Okay. Well, let's go. Laura say anything to you when you got home last night?
No.
At any point did she come in and go, you go in there and you get that job and you do whatever you got to do to get it. You make me sick. Did she do anything?
No.
All right. Curious. Did you like any of your songs from the day?
Yeah. They were all quite good.
Good. Which one you like the best? Dan's got his knee pads on, or do you believe that you didn't suck?
That's my favorite.
Really? Yeah. I'd have to go with that one. I like the first one a lot, too.
I'm closer to being on key on that one.
Yeah.
Thanks.
They don't hurt my feeling.
They don't?
No.
What I got to do? You think the lion, even the blacks, thinks he's a plight. You should hate that one. And the blacks should be pissed off, too.
Yeah. But it's funny. If it's funny, it's funny. It doesn't, doesn't hurt.
Well, don't think with this psychology I'm going to stop.
Yeah, I see what he's trying to do.
Yeah, I like them. I think they're funny. I hope you do them every day. I will.
Actually, I expected to get pounded a lot harder than this, but...
Oh, I'm just stretching.
Yeah, warming up.
Mm-hmm. All right, you ready to go, John?
Sure.
Okay. Good.
Thank Dr. Fettner for coming up today. His website is drfettner.com. Also, the lie detector lady, don'tlive.com. For more information about the Russ Martin Show, email us individually. Go to russmartin.com. You can answer us to questions and links and sound bites and such. It's russmartin.info. Studio email is...
Do you know on that side, he's even got my dog's birthday?
Yes, I've seen that.
Huh?
I haven't seen that.
He's got... I was on it last night, just jacking around, looking through the different stuff that he has and how many different things he's listed.
Links.
Yeah.
Some casual to come up during the show, that's part of it. Here's a link to it.
Oh, yeah.
Right in the middle of the story.
Yeah, if we have somebody on or if we just happen to throw out a website or whatever, he's got it. How do you do that?
I don't know. No idea.
He's a modern marvel.
You can spend a lot of time on that site.
There's stuff on there I forgot about.
Yeah. I like learning stuff.
Yeah. I mean, even if you paid somebody to keep a website like that, you wouldn't get that kind of work.
It's a labor of love. Clearly.
A freak. Other show sites are, besides russmartin.info, we have johndavidryan.com, eddieboyd.com, danantassos.com, kllightfoot.com, thedanlewisShow.com. For law issues, contact Everett Newton at dallasattorney.com. You can call him 214-823-LAWS. Limousine service provided by Ultimate Limousines. Contact George at limogeorge.com. Everything else is live1053.com.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.